time to go live. Hey, we're live. I'm live. Can you guys hear me? Danny will be here shortly. She's waiting for a delivery, and then as soon as that comes, she will be here. Hey, how's everybody doing? How are you all doing tonight? We hope you guys are doing awesome. Awesome. Let's we finally, and I hope it does not get blocked again, but Quantum Leap, we got that up for the second time. So that's awesome sauce. Hey. Oh, yeah. Dino, hey, can you hear us? Can you hear me okay? I'm pretty loud, so you're probably not. Remember we talked ago, I think it was when she went to Disney when she was young and on the Tower of Terror. She'll send me the picture and I'll screen share it with you all later so you can see. We had to blur out. She had to blur out a bunch of faces. Or put emojis over it or something, but we'll show you guys that later because it was pretty funny. How are you guys doing? Are you having a great week? Great weekend? We hope everything is going well. Were you guys able to watch our Point Break and watch our, if you wanted to, the Quantum Leap reaction yet? I had it up. It was taking so long with Quantum Leap that I put it up on Rumble first. So some of you might have seen it there. Yeah, Quantum Leap was a pain in my butt. It was a pain in the butts, but it's there. It's just, I hate when they'll give you like 10, 15 seconds and they want you to just take something out and you're like, 10, 15, I mean, I understand like some of it had music and I understand that, right? But I'm like, 10, 15 seconds really? Like that bothered you? I watched the Leap. I don't know. Cool. Yeah, either way, as long as you get some traction, Rumble here. It just, sometimes when it takes so long to get it edited and it's been on Patreon a good bit, then I'll throw it up on Rumble and let you all go know. And then, so if you can watch it there versus having to wait forever on here. So yeah, that's probably what we'll do going forward. And then if there's no problems with the editing and it goes up a few days after Patreon, then I'll just put the Rumble on more or less at the same time. Because sometimes Rumble, they're not as picky, so you definitely have more like reaction time versus what I had to chop off on it to get it here. Otis, hi, are you guys all there? Hey, Araya, Katie, Otis, you guys all made it. Hi, guys. Saying hi. Laugh movies and talk TV and be silly. Yeah, all of you guys that are here have supported us for such a long time, and we're so happy that you guys continue to support us because we know our channel's small, and Danny and I always talk about how we're just glad that we got to know you guys a lot more. It started out really small. We've got to know you guys more on a different level. So, and that's why we do the live so that you guys get to know us on a different level, because you can only get so much out of a reaction from us, right? You really know like who we are, so it's kind of fun for you guys to get to know us too. And then eventually down the line, we'll do like the cat's back there. Of course, he's got to be here. What was I gonna say? We'll do maybe like a trivia night down the line, and we'll do like give away like gift cards or something like that. And if we get to the point, of like unboxings or something like that, we'll include it with it. But we just like chat and just get to know everybody, and we just chill. It's just a chill fun time. So yeah. Let's see, what was I gonna say? We were supposed to before the live, we were actually going to record Some Like It Hot. Way back when our patron Ben had sent it to us on DVD, and we were that's the one of the next ones coming up, but we didn't get to it, so we're gonna have to do it afterwards. So let's see. I'm trying to think. They pick. I only chose it. Well, I mean, it looks good also, but I chose it because it's like copyright free. Like they should. Red Edged. Hey, how are you doing? We appreciate you very, very much. Did y'all have like crazy weather this week too? We thought, I forget what day it was. It got so cold that it said that it was gonna snow here, which it hasn't snowed since like Danny was like a sophomore. Frost and miles of us or so, and like San Antonio was like it's about 4 hours to the northeast of us, and they got a lot of snow. You got a little snow? Yeah, Texas is not like, well, South Texas is not snow, but I'll actually, you know, I'd love to be with her when she like sees good amount of snow. I mean, I was born and raised where it snowed because I was born and raised in South Dakota. But so we always saw snow every winter. But I can't wait to see her face when she can see more than just a poquito. And then like today it's like 75. That's insane. It's insane. So I understand why people are getting sick and stuff. You're from Atlanta, Georgia, Red Edge? Does this, like some places in Florida got snow that it never snows? Isn't that crazy? The weather's just insane. Insane. But I would love but in Danny's lifetime, twice it has snowed in her lifetime, but the last time she was still in high school. And she said they were all just basically, some people didn't even want to like drive in it. And it was basically that snow, like it wasn't even cold enough to freeze, right? So it was just like slush on the roads. And I'm like, you're going to school. And all the kids were just in the out on the football field just having fun. But yeah. Oh, it snows in Atlanta. I've never been to Atlanta. Never been to Georgia. Never been there. I would love to. I think I said it in one of the lives past. I would love to visit every single state in the United States. Some people from Georgia never been. You joined us. One of the cats has joined. Yes. Every time that we do a live or a reaction, he wants our utmost attention. Des wants our utmost attention. Don't you believe? Hold on. Yes. This one's also yelling at me. Oh, and then the other one's yelling at Danny. He's like, hurry it up. Hurry up. Yeah. Oh, and also we decided that since we left off on Rocky 3, we have so many whatchamacallit. We're gonna somewhere in here in the next week or so, we are going to continue on and do Rocky 4. We left off on Rocky 3. But we have so many sequels to catch up on. Yeah, I've got there's some good stuff. Well, decent stuff. There's good stuff coming up. I said Charade because it doesn't have any copyright issues. Rocky 4, Tommy Boy, Magnificent 7, the OG one. Good Will Hunting will be the next watch along. That should be coming out in the next week. Did you guys get to watch our Animal House one? It had for some reason it had some echo, so apologies for that one. But yeah, that was a goofy movie, but it was funny. I gotta make this bigger, y'all. No, y'all have cats, y'all. Let me see not as big. Thank you very much, Red Edged. Here, vintage. 72. Oh no, it has so much more people on this one now. 72. Yeah, it's a 32. Yeah, it was 7 in 1979. Yeah. Let me do double duty, and let me open up also. Yeah, Dino, Animal House is open for you, for every single one of you guys on Patreon. Let me send the link. Hold on. Let me put the link on for a bit. Let's see. That's what I say. Tonight, oof, stops. Yeah, Animal House is a classic, right? It was really good, and I mean, John Belushi. Like, come on, man. He was a goofus, but he was hilarious. Give me just a second. I'm trying to get you guys the link. And again, with all of our watch alongs, they're open now. All the watch alongs are all the ones that we vote on during polls. We'll vote next week again. Polls that we do during the you'll be able to hear us in the movie, but you won't be able to. So if you want to see the movie, you have to have your own copy of it. But let's see. Let me get you up the link. Here y'all's the link for that. Moonraker. Let me look. And let's see. I don't know. Let's see. Yeah. So the movies that we'll do a poll next week, and we narrow it down, or it just depends. Danny's in charge of the polls, but any of the. Let's see here. Do you think Moonraker was on the regular one or the live one, Danny?
Live. I put them all live.
Oh, you think live spreadsheet? Okay, let me see.
Because the one that was in the chat, I don't put on the other one.
I know. Okay. Oh, that's a good soundtrack. I never heard of that movie, so I mean, are we surprised? I'm not really the movie gal. Danny is more so, but I have no idea what it's about. And sometimes when I pull up the movies, it depends on what platform we're watching them from. It'll, it might give a synopsis that I might have a glance at, but I love going in like not knowing what it's about. But let's see, it's space, so close to when Star Wars came out. Okay, cool. Nice. Okay, can't wait. Yeah, all these movies in my own time if it wasn't for this channel. And some older and so that's what we're pretty much to caught up. Let's see, we've got Harry Potter, where I think because that's Warner Brothers and it's such a pain in our crawdad to put that one. Warner Brothers is hard. We might open that up, just put it on Rumble. Mark on that one. We got The Black Stallion coming up. Edge, To Catch a Thief. Before 8 seconds because that one came before it. A lot of people around Halloween have recorded Psycho 3. We just didn't get to it, so we'll be doing it free. What do I have here? Dave, Poltergeist. The Last Temptation of Christ was an exclusive. Some are exclusives, and our exclusives are just full exclusives, just on Patreon. But yeah, so that's what we got like coming up right now. But like I said, we threw in Rocky IV just because we're like, okay, we got to get back to, we got to wrap up some of these sequels that we never got to. So yeah, so. But yeah, we'll take all kind of recommendations and requests. And I told Danny the other day, well, we're doing Better Call Saul. We have, again, Breaking Bad is completely on Patreon. We've done some TV shows on the channel. Let's see, we did just one season of Stranger Things. We did Band of Brothers. We've done some miniseries that Western. I can't think of it right now. Lonesome Dove. The Hatfields and the Dilbert TV series is on there. Why am I blanking? What are their TV series? And sometimes they get good, viewership, and sometimes they don't. That's why we put up this poll. Did we lose you guys? Okay. Can you guys still hear me? because I got this weird like your connection is unstable. It's really windy out today, so it's been kind of windy. Can you still see me and hear me? Let me know, please. It's okay. But in TV shows, and I told Danny because there's so many seasons of because I keep getting that. I know it's because it's super windy. I keep getting messages to this. We might do a poll tonight. 30-minute comedy in. You can mix in and just throw in some like shorter ones as well. I think you read it. Yeah, just disregard the first couple of years of our react. First while when it started, it was crap, and we're it. Like audio wasn't great, Glad that we finally got, it all figured out. But so when we first started, a lot of those we'll probably do as like watch-alongs. Not watch-alongs. Oh my god, my brain is fried. Rewatches, excuse me, rewatches, and just go back and redo some of those. Because Danny always says she doesn't like how they were. So disregard when we first started the channel. I don't know. What do you think about that? Maybe doing a poll, like putting on like some of the 30-minute comedies. You?
Maybe, yeah.
Tonight, maybe, possibly. We'll see.
Take this.
She's trying to get herself set up. Danny, you say
Hello, I was waiting for the order.
I know. It's because it's so funny. Well, I feel bad. There's these two dogs, and we talked about it.
It stole a bag.
The next door, and they come outside all the freaking time. I to God, when it was super, super cold, they had them inside, and they're the cutest little things. They don't like bark at us or anything. But one time he ran off with my rice when it was delivered to the door. It was a bag of rice, and the delivery driver. I looked down and I go, where's the order? And the delivery driver like booked it out of her car, and she's like, the dog took your rice, and then he just dropped it in the grass bin. Oh my god. Bushwhacked is a rewatch.
I would definitely rewatch.
Was that one of them that was?
Yeah, it was kind of when we started-ish, so I would watch it again. I've been
Oh.
thinking about watching it again at least.
It's a rewatch. I will have to take a note on that one here.
Thank you, Dino.
You make her day. Anything that has Daniel Stern, she's up for a rewatch on it.
Yeah.
She used to be embarrassed when I watch Daniel Stern all the time, but we know she doesn't. So that's like her favorite actor.
Ever.
Yes. Okay. Yes.
I think I have a list of rewatches, but if anybody has any suggestions.
Oh, you do? Well, then you write it down. I don't
We
need
can
to.
write it down.
No,
I'll put it later.
I crossed it off, so you go for it.
Put it later.
Go for it, ma'am. Go for it. Yeah. So Miss. Yeah. I tell them not to be embarrassed. Everybody has their favorites. What's wrong with having your favorite actor? Mine are deceased. Mine are Jimmy Stewart and who was my other one? Because I was like, oh, it's two, but Jimmy Stewart's my number one. He's my number one man. Do we have any movies? Watch him coming up? I don't know if we've got any. Maybe that's three. Yep. The Three Amigos Red Edge is on the channel. Yes. That one was in the last couple months, 6 months.
More like the other one, yeah.
Yeah. And Naturally Britain, we have it on the list. I've seen parts of it, but I don't think I've ever seen the whole thing. Paul Newman, one of my favorites. I like Paul Newman.
Because the first one they did was Rich Cassidy with Paul Newman.
Yes, I like him. He's not one of my. It's gonna dawn on me later, but yeah, my number one will always be Jimmy Stewart. He was very handsome, very sexy. He has a sexy voice.
He has a very nice voice.
He does have a very nice voice, very distinct. And I'm thinking about the one we're gonna watch.
He was also
So
the
like
shootist, but he was old.
Oh yeah, the shootist. He was older. Yeah. What was I gonna say? Oh, Some Like It Hot. That one's got
Tony Curtis.
No, but who's the other guy? What was the other? Something like how we seen some. We haven't watched it. I'm so excited to watch that one tonight. I think that was on the channel. One of the less
No, it's on the list.
on from the lives.
Yes.
Okay, cool. Yeah, the only Tom Cruise movie we have on the channel so far and exclusive. Oh, watch along. Yeah, Rayman was a watch along for you guys. I keep getting that message that it's unstable. I think it's the wind.
Granny.
Huh? Who's Granny?
No, here it came out great.
Oh, for a minute? Or right now?
The first second. I just
Oh, okay.
adjusted.
So we have two, yeah, the watch along. I forgot. Rayman was our first watch along
Yes.
that was voted on by you guys during a live. So that one's up on Patreon. It's open to everyone. If you guys want those links, just let me know. I'll give you the watch along links. I already gave you the Animal House one, and then it's Rayman. And what was our second one? Oh, Tron. This is a watch along. Jack Lemmon. He's from Jack Lemmon. TV1, right? But maybe something we didn't put on any of those.
Oh yeah, he was a tiny little kind of ish part in The Outsiders. Tom Cruise.
Oh, correct. Yes, you're right.
So like 3 detectives.
Yes, that's correct. So 3. Yes, I forgot about that. The outside. That's right. That's right. Gosh, you guys, sometimes we kind of forget because we've done feels like so many, but sometimes I forget like what we've done and who's been in them. You know. The Outsiders. Sad.
I never read the book. They never made us read it in school.
No, I never read that book either. Trying to think what else. And so we've got a Western, a 50s movie. Well, we have a couple of older movies because Charade's an older movie as well. I don't know what year Black Stallion, but that one's kind of an older one too.
We also did Harvey. That had Jimmy Stewart.
Harvey, yes.
That's all.
Yes. Oh, Harvey Love's a good movie. That's on the channel. Yeah. All the Right Moves is another laughed about. I think that one might be on the list, possibly. Yeah, we have several older movies coming up. We also have To Catch a Thief coming up too. Yeah. And then the Westerns. I love a Western, so we have to incorporate more Westerns. Magnificent Seven OG's coming up. And we need some tear jerkers in there. We've not cried it in a while. Our patron Patrick thought we'd cry more during
Emotions.
Point Break? No, during
No, it was for the fire one backdraft.
Or during Backdraft. I felt emotions, but yeah, just depends. Harvey the rabbit. Yeah.
All right moves.
Yeah. Okay, we can add it. Add it on. Harvey the Rabbit. That one was really good. Just Jimmy Stewart, he had me at It's a Wonderful Life. I mean, he really did. Like, if you don't feel some kind of way watching that movie, you're cold. You're just cold.
Which one was It's a Wonderful Life?
It's a Wonderful Life.
Stop fighting, dude.
What is the 80s movie called with Brooke Shields stranded on an island as a boy after a shipwreck? Oh, yeah, there you go. Yeah. Blue Lagoon. Like, she was if I'm not mistaken, she was very young in that movie. It's almost like how cringy it kind of felt with, was it Taxi Driver when, what's her name? Jodie Foster. That was a kind of cringy. And then with
Beyond the Professional was very awkward.
Yeah, the professional relationship between him and what's her face.
Wasn't the director a weirdo? So
was?
sure, yeah.
Oh, he was a weirdo.
I don't know if he's still alive, but was.
Are we froze up on here?
No.
He was or was. Danny knows all about that stuff.
I only saw somebody had posted it somewhere.
She keeps on the up and the up on that. Did you watch the movie with her and Annette Bening where it was based on true life, where Annette Bening was the swimmer? And Jodie Foster was like her girlfriend / trainer. Oh yeah, we got that
That's
one.
coming to our theaters.
Yeah, is it?
Silence. I told you that.
Oh yeah, when? But
Yeah, like in February, Valentine's Day.
Very not on Valentine's Day. Yeah, they bring back a lot. I don't know if your theaters do probably older movies to the theaters. And you saw Silence of the Lambs is coming, and you said My Bloody Valentine.
Mm-hmm. We saw that one.
At least the other one's on the channel.
I want to see Silence of the Lambs because I kind of want to see that in theaters.
So that one, we'll have to add that one soon then. Put that one on here. Ah, no, sir. We ain't playing up there. Mm-mm. Let's see. Silence of the Lambs. Stop! Why are you guys fighting? We are talking to the folks, and you are friends, and you guys are just being naughty. Hey, no, nah, back up.
Yeah,
Outta
they're
here.
being weird. I don't know. I do not know what's happening.
Our cats have been tripping today. I really don't know what's going on. They've gone rogue. But we have them pretty, well, I say me more than you. I have them pretty disciplined. Sometimes you're a little softy with them. Sometimes you get after them, but.
It's when they really start to work my nerves. I'm like,
But yeah, we're animal lovers.
other than that, they're decent. I mean,
So we feel bad for those doggies that are outside. But yeah, anyway, the dog tries to take off with our packages and so on and so forth. So we got to be quick at the door sometimes. If we know it's not like something that's heavy, we're like these little rascals. I don't know what kind of dog, but I'd say they're probably the size of like.
They're not weenie dogs.
No, I mean they're like. I don't know what kind you would.
I don't know what dogs those are.
No, but like how you compare them in size to like
they're a little bigger than a weenie dog. To like a bit.
Yeah, no, they're a lot bigger than a weenie dog. I think they're more muscular.
No, I meant like in.
Oh, in height, yeah. I don't know. They're like this and like this, but yeah, those little rascals. And they used to bark a lot when people would come. I don't know if they were barking now.
No. I don't think
but
so.
they know us, but it's just sad. I don't like it. I kind of want to like report them. I don't like when people just have them just out. Like I don't think they ever let them in. I mean, they'll walk. I'll see them like walk up to the door to the neighbors, and they just don't pay them any attention. And it's sad. Bronco Billy is a fun modern Western Clint Eastwood movie. Add it on. I feel like we went through this spurt where, excuse me, excuse me, excuse me, where we watched a lot of Clint Eastwood. Okay, it's on the list. We watched a lot of Clint Eastwood. Like we have to redo
Gran Torino.
That was such a good movie, though.
It was so bad when it started.
It was awful. It was awful. Like honestly, the first two that we recorded and they didn't even make them to YouTube was Chud and National Lampoon's Vacation.
Yes.
And I just got so pissed off with.
But now when you know how to.
Now I know how to edit, but with the editing and stuff, that I just got annoyed. So I don't know. Dilbert might have been one of our first things. I don't even know.
I don't even remember that either. I had really bad eczema.
Was Gran Torino our first movie?
Yes.
Yeah. So just ignore the first year or so, or 6 months. I don't know. He's a guy in a traveling Wild West show, kind of a comedy. Okay, cool. It's so funny though. I know he's got such a dry sense of humor, Clint Eastwood. That's what I love about him. But I can't put him together with comedy. I mean, I really can't.
I think it's because you're used to dry, like it's humor, but it's dry.
Oh yeah,
it's not just outright like.
Well, then
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, some of my family has dry humor, so I kind of like dry humor sometimes. But sometimes you don't know how to take it. Like, are you serious? Are you kidding? What? You know, if people don't know you with your dry humor, they just think you're.
And then you're just used to it. You're like,
yeah, whatever. So you pick some. Go ahead and pick some movies that were not on the last poll. I mean, shows, and we'll do a couple of polls and narrow it down. Just they have to be like 30-minute comedies.
Okay, let me open Google then.
We'll see how that does on there too. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. Yeah, the mouse. Okay. Anyway, what else is new, guys? What is going on? Access to what? What else is new? What else would you guys like to see on the channel? Are you guys open to every and all type of genre? We try to not pigeonhole ourselves. If you guys have been with us, you know. But like for some of you that haven't joined us, like we try not to pigeonhole ourselves into one genre. That's why it will be like, oh, maybe we'll have a thriller and then a comedy and then a western and then an older like a 50s movie and then a we haven't really mixed up too many horrors.
We need to do some more because oh my god.
But I keep looking on the zit on my face.
These guys are getting crazy. I don't know what's wrong.
Yeah, we haven't put too many horrors on the channel, minus like the fact that we would do them around October. But we're probably just gonna mix some of those in as well. Open for business. Yeah, so you're open to all. That's awesome. Good. I just feel like, if you pigeonhole yourself into one type of movie, like not everyone's going to be jiving with that one type of movie. I mean, you might have like,
They're growling in the back.
Excuse me. You might have. Like, what if half the people don't even like horror movies, and then
I can't just do one genre. I think you missed some. Ryan, hi Ryan. You missed
Where's
some.
Ryan? Hey Ryan, I missed it.
Thank
Sorry,
you so much
Ryan.
for the quantum leap reaction. You guys so much. Your point reactions was well. Thank you.
Thank you.
Another Eastwood movie that's similar as Any Which Way You Can.
Oh yeah, the orangutan. I think that's some bits.
I think I've seen it come up on like 2 weeks.
So you're in charge of putting that in Stir Crazy. I think Stir Crazy was on our other.
But I still move into this one
Yeah.
because if you suggested on here,
Ryan. No, we're glad you like the Quantum Leap. I felt like because I edited that one. I felt like we didn't talk as much as we could have, but I felt like I was just trying to like figure out the premise of what I mean. And
you say I smile before fighting. I had to realize that.
Oh yeah, did you guys hear what she just said?
You say I don't know why. I don't know smiling before fighting.
Yes, it's so funny. Like when I'm editing certain movies, I notice that y'all just don't even know what's going on over here behind the scenes.
There's like 3 of them in the room.
And there'll be like a fighting scene, like if you noticed in Point Break, when they were like fighting and stuff, Danny's got the biggest like smile on her face. Like I really thoroughly think she enjoys like people being beat down in these movies and stuff. I don't know.
I don't know. I don't realize
she's just smiling away. No, Point Break was really good. I think like because they're coming out with a new one, or have they made the new one?
I've never seen the OG.
The old one, the OG, right? Red edged. We'll see if it's on the list, because you guys vote on it when they come up here.
I don't think it's on here.
Okay, put that one on there. No, it was really good. And I think I said during the reaction, I feel like every movie we watched with Patrick Swayze, even if he wants to or not, he's always fighting somebody. Because he was fighting in Roadhouse. He was fighting in The Outsiders, wasn't he?
Yes, very sure.
What else have we seen him in?
Dirty Dancing,
kind of, a little bit, because he had issue with there was that punk ass guy, remember him? Yeah, Ryan, I was like, she sounds so familiar and she looks so stinking familiar. And then Danny was like, oh yeah, from A League of Their Own. I was like, it's because she had blonde hair in that movie.
And it was longer.
Yes. And I was like, oh no, she's a good actress. I don't know what else she's been in, but she's a good actress. The OG. Who's saying with the OG? Yeah, we're gonna put up a poll after a while because we'll probably mix in, maybe we'll have time, I think, because a 30-minute show is not going to take long.
Mm-hmm.
We'll vote on like a 30-minute comedy, since we're doing Quantum Leap, and then for YouTube we're doing Better Call Saul. Tank Girl, never heard of Tank Girl.
It's on the list.
Oh, okay. It'd be awesome if you did the old TV show The Land of the Lost. Maybe a little anyway. my childhood show.
I think that's the one putting on here.
That was on there, right?
I mean, on the poll.
Is that a comedy?
Pretty sure.
Is it 30 minutes?
It
You got to
didn't
make
tell
sure
me
that
that-
30-minute
Well,
show.
there's only so many shows I can put in here.
No, I know. Is that the one you were going to put on there?
Yes.
Oh, that's so funny. You must have read her mind, Red Edge. Oh, it's a movie as well?
Yeah.
Never heard of it before. It's so funny. I don't know if is Alice on the list, this show? I know the other day it popped up something recommending something for Alice, like a clip. I think it was for, I don't know. And I watched a few little clippets from the show. Remember Alice?
Yeah, that's why it's coming up on the YouTube homepage.
Yeah. And Kiss Migrants and with Mel and Flo, and I got caught watching a few snippets of that a few days ago. Will Ferrell is in the movie. I haven't seen it. Oh, okay. No Land of the Lost. For some reason, I know this isn't the movie. I know the movie I'm thinking of, but immediately I think of dinosaurs. And you know what I'm thinking of? A Land Before Time. That's dinosaurs, correct?
Yeah, it's a cartoon for kids.
I know. That's what I think of when the Land of the Lost.
The movie is not for kids.
No, I know it's not, but that's the first thing I think of when that name comes up. That's so funny. That is too funny. So yeah, about like, I don't know, 7:15, I don't know, 15, 30 minutes, Danny will put up a poll. And we'll try to incorporate, like, see how they do. Well, we just have to see how these do. I mean, so far it seems like they're doing, like, Quantum Leap's okay. It got a decent amount of views on Rumble and you know, if it blocks me again, I'm going to like literally have a meltdown on live here. I swear. I will have a meltdown. Because now I literally know that I have to leave. I can only leave when excluding without the intro and the outro. It's going to have to be like 15 or 20 minutes of Quantum Leap, and that's it. Caveman. Ringo Starr. You've been in a show? Shelley. Oh, I love Shelley Long from Cheers. Dinosaur. I kind of remember that dinosaur TV show. Yeah.
I put it on once.
Yeah, I remember that.
I can't see the suggestions.
I know, I'm trying to get back there. I have to make it a little bigger. Dizako played the hologram Hal in Quantum Leap. Okay. He was a child actor in the 40s and 50s and had come back.
I've seen that one with Michelle
Start
Weber.
counting Married to the Mob. I've never seen it.
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Mm-hmm.
It's because you've seen way more than me, but you still haven't seen everything. There's an occasional one that you'll be like, haven't seen it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because you've never seen Summer School coming up. I've seen that way back in the day. Have you seen Good Will Hunting? No. Saw that one back in the day. I was trying to see what was coming up here. Yeah, that's about it.
Uh-huh.
No, I have coming up on the list. Huh? Not everything on there.
What?
No, when you said I was just going through the ones that we have coming up.
Okay. I'm not saying anything.
Oh, have you ever heard of the British comedy TV series called The Young Ones? I have not. Have you?
I have to Google it. See if I
The Young Ones, no. We got a little flack from some people, not everybody, because you know there's haters out there. That's cool. When we did the whatchamacallit, the comedy guy. Why am I blanking on everybody's
Which
name?
one?
The British ones.
Oh yeah, I know who I know.
And people were like, "You all don't have a sense of humor." It's like, well, we thought they were funny. I hate that when people say, like, we can't be laughing through the whole entire thing. You guys will think we're like the Joker from Batman or something. You know what I mean? Like, I'm laughing through the whole, you know, and you can't make everybody happy because sometimes people will say, I talk too much. Sometimes they say she doesn't talk enough.
Why they say it with me?
Yeah, one of them that we were talking
Facebook
about
world,
last
so I
week.
can't not checking it all the time.
They were like, you look mean. You look like you are miserable, or I don't know, whatever. I'm like, whatever. And what was I gonna say? Somebody's knocking on the door. Why is this happening when we do? Excuse me, guys. Daniel, hold on the fort.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah, I don't know. People are strange online because they would never say that to your face. Oh no, ma'am, it's not. Yeah, no. Because right now I don't currently have a car, so you won't see my car.
Okay, I'm sorry.
No, but I feel like it's also like lonely. I've never heard of that. Hold on. I know that scared me a bit. 'Cause I didn't know. That scared me a bit. I was like, "What's at the door?"
I know, right?
You coming back?
Yeah.
I am almost done with the poll, I think.
Hold on, I'll be right there. Keep talking.
No, I'm almost done with the poll. I'm just trying to figure out what else has short episodes. Let's see. Okay. Let's see.
Guys.
She's coming. I'm trying to figure out what else I want to put on this poll.
It's so funny. You never see us like above the. It's so funny when you have to stand up. Oh, you babe.
Oh my gosh.
When you have to stand up. Okay.
She's back.
I know, right? Did you? I
I
know.
saw that. I was like, that scared me a bit.
I was like, good God, man.
Maybe she realized it. I was like, I wasn't expecting anybody to show up.
Is it weird? Are you guys like us? Like when you don't expect anybody at the door, it like freaks you out. You're like, who's here?
I'm just like, I never gave anybody permission to come over.
I know. So permission to come over. I know.
Let's see.
And it was the lady next door.
Oh, which so
Oh.
someone's car? I don't know.
Yeah, that out front, like there's somebody's cars like in the way of her place, and she was wondering to know if it was our car.
Oh.
I'm like, no,
I was like, oh my goodness.
no. Let's see. It was quite funny. And Dean Stockwell to see the Oscar nomination. I feel like I'd seen him before, but I don't. And stuff. I'd seen his face from Quantum Leap. That's the
I forgot what he sounded like.
But I couldn't place. Couldn't place him in anything. I've never seen. It's also one of Baldwin's earliest films. Dean Stockwell also received an Emmy for Quantum Leap. That's awesome. No, he's great in it. We've still only seen the first episode, but
yeah, I completely forgot what he sounded like.
y'all know I'm just sweating. I was like, I seriously, I'm back to that knock. You think the popo was outside or something? Jeez, I didn't do anything. Oh my God, everybody loves Raymond. Love that show. Love that show.
They're lying for bathroom, guys.
Because there's a litter box right there in the. Let's see. Yeah, it's a good show. No, they're all go. Just Robert is so funny in that one. He makes me laugh. Dean Stockwell is also under. Never seen. Oh, I've seen Air Force One. He was in Air Force One. Who did he play in Air Force One?
Why?
The comedian. Peter. Air Force One?
My
I don't
knuckles,
remember.
guys.
Hmm?
Oh, my knuckles. Amy's brother Peter.
Oh. He was also in Schitt's Creek. Oh, what's
Which
his
one?
name? The one that plays Amy's brother and Everybody Loves Raymond. Oh, what is his name? Remember that, like the mole, like the.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about. I just don't. Was he in Groundhog Day?
Yeah, I think so.
Chris Elliott?
Chris Elliott? Oh, okay, yeah. Kevin?
Oh my goodness, she's knocking. I can hear her knocking on the door.
Yeah, Elliott, Chris Elliott.
It's also Dogberg.
Oh yeah, and Dilbert.
Yes.
And Dilbert. For some reason, like
Hello?
I'm super anxious and my leg is like out of control over here. When I get super anxious, I do like the
Daniel Stern and Frank and Weenie short film. I think I have not seen.
Did we miss something?
I saw that. It's Daniel
Oh.
said that.
Daniel Stern. Oh my gosh.
She's on Disney.
She's gonna put that up on she can watch that right after we get done recording tonight, you know it. Because it's so funny. I don't know if there was on YouTube we had seen, we'd watched it many times over the holidays. Battle of the Bulbs, right? And I was like, wow, that's crazy. And then she's like, oh, well, I have that one on DVD. And I was like, what?
You never asked. So
And I was like, you never told me you got that? And she's like, she has like many of his stuff on.
I gotta put them up on my shelf.
Yeah. So, her birthday's coming up in April, so y'all know to get
If
her.
you want to send me
Anything Daniel Stern related.
something,
She
I will gladly take it in my possession. Let's see.
Let's see.
I'm going through all of them, so I'm trying to see how many. There's only one more, and I'm done. Well, Dr. Death episodes are 43.
Did I miss something again? Dr. Death, where that? What?
No, for the poll.
Oh, what did you
It
say?
said it's 43 minutes. So
Oh.
I don't know if you want to go a little over, but not quite close to an hour.
No, I wanted to only do anything that's 30 minutes, right? So on today's polls.
Yeah.
And comedy, preferably. Good birthday. April's. She's an April birthday.
Yeah, that's funny when April, baby.
April baby. A great underrated comedic film from the 80s to watch is Gun Ho with Michael Keaton. That's right.
Michael Keaton.
Oh, I love him too. How funny, I could hear this lady knocking on our neighbor's door and she didn't answer the door, however I can hear her. Anyway, to watch is Gun Ho with Michael Keaton.
Directed by Ron Howard.
That would be good. We love Michael Keaton.
I do love him.
Oh my God, she's still knocking on the door. I'm not at our door. Sorry. Until she stops, she's distracting me. So until she stops knocking, I'm getting distracted. Yeah, Michael Keaton. We've got him as Batman. We have him on the exclusive Beetlejuice. I did Mr. Mom.
Of course, we saw the second Beetlejuice there.
Mm-hmm. And Michael Keaton's awesome. Ron Howard. Ron Howard's a good director too.
Mm-hmm.
I like him. If you guys have not, speaking of, I want to bring up the show that I bring up all the time. If you have not seen Murders in the Building with Martin Short and with Steve Martin, Ron Howard has a little bit part in the season 4.
Because we were like, are they going to show him or not?
I know they kept talking about Ron Howard, and I was like, oh, he ain't going to show up. YouTube copyrights make me like this. YouTube copyrights are the bane of my existence.
Copyrights crazy.
Yeah, I really, to be honest, I didn't think that Quantum Leap was gonna give us such a hard time. Just because I was like, okay, well, it's like an older show, right? Like, wouldn't they want the traction?
Excuse you. Sorry.
Wouldn't they want the traction, right? But no, they. I mean, you'd think, I would feel like after like 20, 30 years, copyright should just fall out the window. It shouldn't count. It shouldn't be such a I'd say 20. After 20 years, they shouldn't be so strict on copyright. I understand like the music thing, right? But not and there's some, to be honest with you, some things that we do, it'll end up being they'll do like a they'll do like a partial block, or they'll just say it's not being monetized, and I'm like, whatever, it's public for everybody, on YouTube. I just leave it like that. The monetization, it is what it is. You know what I mean? They did that. Excuse me. They did that with. Trying to find it. One second. Which one did they do that to? Oh, they did that to us on Point Break, and they did that. Well, the Coraline. Oh, let's see. The Polar Express. Uncle Buck. They did that to us on Uncle Buck. Yeah. I don't understand. What? Yeah. Biloxi Blues is a funny Matthew Broderick movie. Matthew Broderick. She loved herself, Ferris Bueller.
I hate him so much.
The movie was good.
Just Ferris Bueller himself.
The character.
Makes me so mad.
Matthew Broderick also had a appearance in Murders in the Building.
That's what he said last time.
I know. It's because it's such a good show. I'm just going to keep promoting it. I'm not getting paid to promote it, but I'm going to keep promoting it because it was really good. I just love Martin Short and Steve Martin.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Trying to see. Are you trying to get together ones for the poll? Okay, cool. Shelley Long is also good in Outrageous Fortune. I've seen it, but it's been a really long time.
That's on the list.
Money Pit, yeah. I highly recommend watching both, but the Money Pit is laugh out loud for me.
I saw it when I was like super young.
War Games?
Money Pit.
Oh. I haven't seen War Games.
I have.
I think I've seen maybe like bits. I shouldn't lie. I've seen like maybe bits of it, but not
saw it
the
at
whole movie.
school. He put on the projector.
Oh yeah, I know your teachers would just throw up movies and they never finish them.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
I
right?
don't know. The one Spanish teacher who really when he would jump to another, I'm like,
He
they
wouldn't
don't
teach.
put the movie on.
He wouldn't teach.
Oh yeah, and then when we were done, he'd put a movie on, but then we never finished the movie. Like most of one movie.
Something else that I watched. Somebody. Oh yeah, he's married to Sarah Jessica Parker. What was I gonna say? Oh, I sometimes I like certain, like I don't like full on like a lot of reality TV. I like B-list stars or whatever. Again.
Yeah, I see it.
Ugh. Cable Guy is a good Matthew Broderick comedy movie. Has Jim Carrey. I've seen parts of the Cable
We
Guy.
also watched that one. The elementary unit.
Oh, did we? Yeah,
So
probably.
it's been so long.
Very
I've
long
seen
time
so
ago.
many.
Very long time.
And I haven't seen him since. So again.
Yeah. To revisit some. Well, just do like you guys said, like last time or during some of our other lives, that you wouldn't mind if we did some rewatches.
Mhm.
So what do you have so far for options? Are they all like 30-minute movies?
Well, I tried. Yes.
What do you got?
Mary Tyler Moore, Night Court, Night Lost, and The Rifleman. That's what someone said.
Is a Rifleman a
The
comedy?
It's a Western.
Comedy?
Well, I don't know.
Huh? Is it 30
I
minutes?
just picked 30 minutes.
I know it isn't 30 minutes, so okay, cool. Okay, it's gonna be 30-minute shows are gonna go. I can't wait for Jabberwocky.
It just says Westerns, you know.
Is
Unless
that
you
a
want me to
movie?
pick straight comedy.
No, you can. That's fine. Any 30 minutes.
I think these are 30 minutes. That's what it showed up on the video. So
Okay.
Is it
Is
just TV series?
Jabberwocky a movie?
I'm pretty sure it's.
Oh yeah, Jabberwocky's a movie, right, guys? Footage?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
77. It's funny by the movie.
Really?
We need to go revisit Holy Grail because I think we were in a bad mood.
Yeah.
Because Life of Brian was funny.
Oh my god, Life of Brian was hilarious, and we kind of weren't a fan of Holy Grail. Yeah, I think we were just in bad moods when we did that one.
Can we just put the TV series poll at the top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we go. We got is it up right now?
Yes.
TV series poll, guys. This is one we're going to incorporate in and just, these are 30-minute ones.
Yeah.
Vote away, friends. Vote away.
Vote away. Vote away.
Oh, no, not that. How do I get it big?
It's clear.
Oh.
Oh, my little. I saw the movie and I think I was waiting.
Is there a lot of seasons of this?
You didn't ask before.
No, I didn't. It doesn't matter. I just want to ask now.
3?
Oh, she's very sassy tonight.
I'm just saying, if you wanted to know, you could have. If you were that picky about it, you could have told me.
Yeah,
It's 3 seasons.
there's 2 seasons. Let's see. Oh, it looks like the Land of the Lost might be winning. Yeah, nobody can complain if they aren't here to vote on it. It's
Hey, whatever wins
noodles.
is whatever wins.
That's
so.
right. A suspenseful and eerie horror film made from the 70s, highly recommended to watch an invasion of the body snatchers with Donald Sutherland, who was a really good at every game. Jeff Goldblum.
And you know what I think is funny? Well, everybody, right?
Yes.
Is that I think it was asking my friend for recommendations to watch like horror. They were just going on.
Yeah.
I think that's the one that they gave
That's
me.
the one they
That's the
recommended?
gave me, yes.
They said Invasion of the Body Snatchers.
Yeah. They said I think there's an OG one too. So they said you could watch. She said both or this that one, whatever. They recommended both.
So what do you recommend?
I mean,
Ryan?
they said that one. So I guess.
Well, then it's suspenseful. Oh, remake. Oh, remake? Well, it's from if it's young 70s and it's Jeff
Late
Goldblum.
70s. Yeah.
Late 70s. So the OG one.
What's from the 50s? Like.
Oh, it's from the 50s.
I
Oh,
think
okay.
there was an OG one. I could be wrong.
But you want the one with of course, with Donald
Oh
Sutherland.
yeah, it says 56 was the original.
Okay, no, we want the 70s. Okay, yeah. Donald Sutherland was like he played a brilliant arsonist
And
in,
then he was in Animal House.
and he was in Animal House, but in Backdraft.
Yes.
Oh, we're getting Night. Okay, yes, right on. Let's go.
And then of course we've seen the Hunger Games.
Oh my God, he was such a peckerhead in the Hunger Games. but
He's a good
that
actor.
that contributes to his good
Oh, I mean-
acting. For
I
sure.
mean, what does that say about him?
Yeah,
And
he's
if
a good
you hate
actor.
him in the movie, what does it say about him?
That he's a good actor. He's a very good actor. Yeah, we had seen originally in the theaters when they came out because
Oh, I remember. I think you took me like when the first one dropped, like the day after it dropped,
Right.
after school.
we'd read the books together, and then we went and saw those, and we have the very first Hunger Games on the channel.
Yeah, when it's done, it was so bad.
So if we revisit those, we'll just
Okay,
have to do them like
okay.
in order. We really have to.
We didn't even finish them.
I know. We really got to get to the sequels.
Yeah.
We really do. You saw it in theaters. Oh, I bet it was good in theaters. Sutherland is so good. So good. Oh, okay. We're getting some splits here. Okay. We got some Night Court, Land of the Lost, and the Rifleman. Okay. Rock on. 5 votes. 7 of you in here. If you don't vote, you can't complain with what we watch. I like Sutherland in Lock Up with Sylvester Stallone just because it's funny to me. Never seen that one. Are we surprised?
I missed that one.
He has done so many good movies. But such a young Donald Sutherland in Animal House.
I know, like brown hair.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Yeah. Kiefer Sutherland, yeah. Kiefer was the lead vampire in The Lost Boys, yeah.
Yeah.
I've never really seen 21, but we have seen The Lost Boys. I think that's on the rewatch list, right?
Well, I mean, somebody suggested it, but it would be a rewatch, yeah.
Yeah.
Not the ones I said were really crappy, and
Right.
we have seen The Lost Boys many times.
Yes.
With also the grandpa from Gilmore Girls, who was also a good actor,
Oh, I forgot his name.
Edward Herman.
Edward Herman? Mhm.
I think so.
Something like that, yeah. Oh yeah, Kiefer looks like his dad.
Yeah.
Just like Emilio is like copy paste. Emilio Estevez is copy paste.
Oh,
so
yeah.
Martin Sheen also played a true jerk bully in Stand By Me. He did. He did. You haven't really seen Stand By Me, have you? Stand by
Bits and
me.
pieces.
Oh,
Kinda here and there.
darling, darling, stand by me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. We got 6 people in here, though. 6 people. We need one more.
One person. If you're shy, it's okay.
Yeah, you pick what you want. If you want the Mary Tyler Moore Show and you want to be unique, you just pick it, honey.
Or close your eyes and just pick one.
Oh, they done left. They got
They
nervous.
gotta-
Keeper was Young Guns. I haven't seen that one in a long time. Okay, so we have a tie between Night Court and the Land of the Lost.
Do you want to put it on the wheel or do you want to do a poll?
You voted Land of the Lost. All right. I love it. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna have just one more poll with 4 different ones. Should we do it
These
like
are not
that?
going to be 30 minutes.
Or do we just put them on the wheel? Okay, we just put it on the wheel. Spin the wheel.
I'll put it on the wheel. You're saying nice.
But we want them to see the wheel, right?
Well, unless you move the screen and put it
Yeah,
on the wheel.
I can screen share. You want me to type it in?
Whatever you want to do. I'm not. I can't
Oh
have the
wait, it's
keyboard.
the 6th person. Oh, the 6th person who came back and voted. Oh,
Night Court 1.
they came back and voted. So
Night Court.
it's Night Court.
We'll
All
get
right.
to the others, I promise.
Yeah, we'll get to everything. Don't worry. Night Court. All right, Night Court. I'm gonna add this in here somewhere. I really hope this one doesn't.
Be a pain in the buns.
Yes. For copyright. We'll find out. We will find out. Yay for Night Court, right? All right, did you close up the poll? Or do you want me to?
I'll go in again.
Okay. Oh, wait, though. Wait, hold on a second. Did somebody change your mind? No. Okay, I thought somebody changed your mind. Okay, cool. And if they weren't here in the poll to vote and they weren't in the live, then too bad. It's so sad. She was pretty. She was pretty.
Here we go. Night Court.
Everybody looks so beautiful back in because there was a lot of wasn't Betty White in it in Ray Tyler and you had I can see it's because it was revolved around like a newspaper place, right? I've John Larroquette as Dan Fielding in Night Court. I haven't seen Night Court in a long time. I don't even think I saw all of it. And then there's Harry something, right? I don't know if I think I've seen clips of the Mary Tyler Moore Show, but I think it was out before I don't know. What year is this Mary Tyler? I don't even know what year Mary Tyler Moore was out, to be honest. So you added that one
Oh, my
too.
brother's looking right.
Mine too, a little bit. That's awesome.
Yes.
Harry Anderson, yes. Anyone ever think of all the TV shows over the years? How do you? Oh my gosh. Okay, guys, you talk amongst yourself. Go back, girl. Y'all guys talk amongst yourselves. Have a little sip of water. Go ahead. And go.
You guys are so funny.
They are funny.
Oh, my throat's really dry.
Because it's so funny. If I look back on some of these shows now, like you watch them as a kid and you're like, yeah, they're just like older people. But then I look at them now and I'm like, oh, some of them are kind of handsome. You know? Oh, y'all are so shy. Nobody wants to say. Come, don't be
Nobody wants to
shy.
finish the conversation.
This is a judge-free zone in here. Go on. Susan Sarandon. Oh,
pretty, she's pretty.
Susan Sarandon is. I know Shannon Doherty, man. She'd had cancer for a long time. She really did go through a lot. And then I think I read somewhere that like her husband like left her like in her like last like when she was really close to death. What a putz.
Like, that's insane to actually do that.
Yeah, you're a terrible person. And like the cast of 90210, a lot of them didn't really even get along, did they? I think she was close with Brian Austin Green because I heard him talk about her.
This is kind of in my face, yeah.
Okay. And yeah. I mean, I didn't watch a lot of 90210, but I've seen it. She seemed like one of those girls that like didn't put up with a lot of BS, you know? We're not getting up on the desk.
Amen.
No, sir. Oh no. Only okay. Reddit's Barbara Gordon, Batgirl, Susan Sarandon. Everybody else is so shy. They don't want to say who their favorite TV hottie was over the years. You guys are funny. You're funny.
So silly.
Silly. I always had a crush on Kirk Cameron, but
I think you said that last time.
yeah, not these days. He's taken a very hard turn. There are too many to name. Name your top 3, Lord High. Come on.
If you had to pick 3.
Yes. Lois Lane. Well, Reddit, it seems like you like all the superhero girls and the Prince and like Xena, was a badass.
Mm-hmm.
What was the one who played Bionic Woman? The $1 Million Man guy. It was $1 Million Man and Bionic Woman, right? Oh, Samantha from Bewitched was really pretty. She really was. Luke Perry's most known for 90210. He was much more. Yep. Yeah, soap opera. Yeah, I agree. We have. Yep, Patrick, don't worry. We still got 8 seconds coming up. I promise we do. That one's coming up soon for you. I can't wait to watch that one. I definitely remember watching the late 80s dark comedy Heathers. Yep, that one's on the channel. With Shannon Doherty was in on Winona Ryder. Yep. We did that a few Octobers ago.
Christian Slater is also a good actor.
He is a good actor. He's huge at that time. Highly recommended film. Yep, that one's on the channel. You can find Heathers on the channel.
You're like, this movie's insane.
Yes. That one was so. It took some turns.
I liked it.
I must say. Yeah, it was really good. Yeah. It took some turns for sure. I honestly think one that to me is the most realistic and probably in terms of that, the scariest is The Strangers that we've watched.
That's realistic.
Yeah, that we've watched on the channel so far.
It can happen to anybody. So, I mean.
I know, right?
Yeah, that's why it's scary. It's because, like, well, they just picked your house because you were there.
I mean, that could have been that person that was knocking on the door right now. But break the door down. We don't know.
She had a very heavy hand, a fist.
My God, she really was like, whoever's parking in my spot. No, she wasn't like that to me. She was nice. It's because it's a funny. People say, and I don't get this. I'm like 5'7", 5'8", somewhere in there, right? And a lot of people say that because I'm tall, well, they refer to it as big girl. I think of it like big girl like this, but they mean height.
Tall girl, yeah.
That I'm intimidating, and I feel like I'm the least intimidating person.
I guess they could also happen to anybody. People have said that multiple people have said they thought it was mean. It was not mean, I promise.
Well, people say they're intimidated by you or in school. They were intimidated.
Oh, yeah. So I was like, I'm not mean. I don't
get it.
What the heck?
So I think when I opened the door, maybe I intimidated her. She was all like, bam, bam, bam. But then when I opened the door, she's
Yeah,
like,
you'll be like, when I first saw you, I thought you were mean. I was like,
and then they get to know you and they're like,
I'm
oh.
like, okay.
I just don't understand how my stature intimidates people, but okay.
Because people here are not very tall.
No, it's true. I guess that's why. That 5'6" is not tall. Well, I'm 5'7" and a half, 5'8". She's
5'3".
she's 5'3".
Yeah.
But no, I'm 5'7" and a half, 5'8". So I guess for a girl,
Well,
that's
first
tall, but
well, because people here, they're not very tall anyway. So,
no,
like, men or women, they're not very tall people.
that's very true.
So you kind of sometimes tower over
I tower over a lot of
people
people.
here.
I want to say like most people that, yeah, I mean there's,
It's funny.
5'11". Because what is average
You're
height?
tall,
What's
though.
average height for a man?
Like, I thought it was like 5'9" or something.
Is that okay? Then you're tall.
You're
It's-
tall.
it's-
savage.
And it's so funny because, or am I missing comments? So also
Red
I
is
pump
Savage.
up the volume, which is also
I
recommended.
was recommended. I got it on here too.
It's on there.
Wind
Christian.
Talkers.
Never heard of it.
Hold on,
Nice.
Cage.
I'm mistaken. Is it just Cage? Nice. I'm tall enough students. What was I gonna say? No, it's funny because on my mom's side, my grandma and my aunt were kind of short, and then my uncles are fairly tall, and my mom was like 5'7". My brother is like, what did he say, 6'2"?
Huh? He's something like that.
I thought he was 6'3", but I think he's 6'2". But then my dad's is like 5, was shorter than me. So like 5'7", maybe. My dad's like 5. Grandpa's shorter than me, right?
Yeah.
By a little bit.
A little bit.
So my dad's like 5'7". So I'm taller than my dad. And everyone on that side is kind of short. So it's so funny.
Right, that's tall enough, sweetie. You're a huge redheaded savage, right? And when most people are taller than me, anyways.
Joyce DeWitt, Danielle Fishel, and Vicky. Oh, those are your top 3.
That's pretty fair. I'm 5'6", depending on which store I'm leaving.
Oh my god. No, Dino, it's whether you have those. You put lifts in your shoes, so it's depending on if you put lifts in your shoes that day, right? Sometimes you're 5'6". Is that right?
I got the short end of the stick, literally.
Oh, well, your dad's not very tall.
No, he's not tall.
So it's like me and my brother. Even out of all of my cousins, we're like the tallest two, I think, on both sides of our family. It's funny. And I always thought my dad was like a little bit taller than me, but then I look in pictures and I go, no.
But then he kind of also hunched over now, so
Yeah, sometimes as he got older, right? And
it happens sometimes.
that's true. That's true. So he might have been 5'9", possibly.
Yeah, I don't know. Well, he's shorter than me because he does punch over a bit.
But I just like I don't understand why people, because I don't think my face is intimidating, but I intimidate people. But yeah, down here in South Texas in our area, it's like people are typically like if you see like a tall man that seemingly is like even like 5'10" or over, you're like, whoa. I'm like, wow. And the ladies are
Short.
I mean, not all. There'll be some ladies that are my height, but
But
we're
it's
few and far.
between because most of us here are short.
We're few and far between. Yeah,
So,
I'm just tall. But when I was when I was going through I was like taller than I was tall in like 5th or 6th grade. Like I towered over the boys. Like I went through a really fast growth spurt, and like I was taller than everybody for a while, and I hated that. But it's nice though, because with her being at 5'3", she can still look up to me.
yeah.
5'9.5". Men on my mom's side are kind of taller, I think. Isn't it funny how that works?
Genetics is so weird.
It is. You know how some days you're like, ugh, and nothing like. So I ran across Northern. Okay, I think I got through like the first or second episode. Completely. I think I have that. That's kind of where I have left off. That's really good. Northern Exposure, really good, Patrick. Yeah, really, really good. But who cares the height? The height's what it is, right? Some people, I mean, you can't help your genetics. down here.
Okay, guys, if there's an overload of emojis, I worked with what I had.
Oh, I'm gonna put that picture up when she was at Tower Terror. No, but what I was getting, when I was growing up, I always heard, "Oh my God, you look like your mom. Oh my God, you look like your mom." Your mom. And when you're growing up, I think I told this last time. You're just kind of like, oh, "Okay, I've heard it. I know. And I see it, but I don't see it. But you see it.
I do see it, yes.
Do I look like my dad?
No.
See, weird, right?
Uncle does the other one.
I look like my what?
My uncle looks like the other one. Does look like Grandpa.
Oh, you think he does, brother?
The tall one.
Oh no, my younger brother looks like my dad. Like 100%. It's weird, right?
Guys, there's an overload of emojis on the picture. I was trying to take people's faces out.
I'm gonna show you talking about Disney or something and rides, and she tell the story again in case some people weren't here.
So what had happened was I was bribed to go into 6 with a candy bracelet, and you were like, well, you were. I think you were telling me like, well, you shouldn't do that, and he was like, oh, basically,
my brother was bribing.
And then I was second guessing myself in the line. I was like, I don't really like this. So then you wouldn't let me leave. So like I was being held hostage in that line.
If you've been on Tower of Terror, you know.
And to this day, I won't get on. So
she will not. So I'm gonna try to put.
I'll send you the close-up screenshots of it, so where we're just in the picture.
Okay.
And to this day, I will not go back on the ride.
She will not go on that ride.
It has scarred me for life.
Ding. Hold on.
Oh yeah, and I look like my dad. That's unfortunate.
Stop it. No, she does look like her dad. You're beautiful. Why would you say that?
I don't know. I don't know why I said that.
Okay, well, I'm loading up the picture. What did we miss? Mary Tyler Moore and Donald Sutherland were in a dramatic film, Ordinary People, which was directed by Robert Redford. I believe you guys watched that at some point. Both of them are great. Okay, can add them on. Foundation. Always a combo away. With me anyway.
Yes.
Red says looking.
Oh. Yeah.
Okay. Let me find this picture. Oh,
Wait, what was it called?
Oh, because I said you're beautiful because you were like, about yourself and your appearance. I said you look good.
Oh, I thought it was in reference to something else. I was like, okay, no, thank you. I thought they were referring to another.
I wonder if I do the close-up ones or.
Yeah, just sent the close-up ones. I just sent you that one because I did the whole thing and I was like, wait, I can just take a screenshot. There was no need for me to circle that, but it's too late now. So
hold on.
It's kind of too late now to.
I wonder if I'm going to have to.
No, look at my sloppy circle.
Your sloppy circles.
When I just.
Is there a way for me to show a picture or do I have to screenshot it?
You want me to put it on there?
Can you add it?
I can try. I can send it to myself.
Thank you, Red Edged.
It's so nice.
No, I can just like.
Wait, guys, hold on. We're trying.
We'll figure it out in a minute.
I'll send it to myself and then I'll just put it on here.
Okay. She wanted to block everybody's faces out.
I did. Nobody.
No, I mean, what I'm saying is because, yeah, I know. That's why there's a lot of those.
I don't know these people. I'm not going to put their face on here.
Okay. Yeah, it's funny. Girl, when she was in elementary school, people used to think that I was her aunt. And I'm like.
Because we were not the same skin. We are not the same skin complexion. So.
Well, I mean, you're half.
And we don't look alike.
You're half Hispanic, so you have a different skin tone then. No, we don't look alike at all. I mean, maybe some features, like after
not even. Someone says the nose, but I don't know.
I don't think the nose. I don't know. Rob Morrow was amazing in Cruise Show with Ralph Fiennes about after Northern Exposure. Director of Redford and Martin Scorsese actually acts. I've heard of Quiz Show. I've never seen it.
I think it's on the list. I'll put it on here.
I felt so out of place at times in elementary school. Why?
What happened?
I hated junior high.
I just hated all of my
junior high were my awkward stages because, I mean, I wear glasses and contacts. It's just lately I've been wearing glasses a lot, as you probably noticed. But I went through where I had glasses. Now, remember the 80s, those big mother truckers? You remember the 80s glasses? And I had braces. So just imagine.
Yes, Tu Wong Fu.
Too long foo. Cynthia Gary from Other Exposure stars in 8. Oh, nice. Okay, great. Can't wait to watch that one. Yeah, we'll be doing that one really soon. I know we keep saying it, but this week,
Hold on, we promise.
this week was a little off. You weren't feeling good, and
My body has just been
It's
really,
working.
like, I don't know.
But you're feeling better now. Isn't it weird in Northern Exposure? Cynthia Gary's character is like she marries a guy that's like her grandpa. I mean, I guess people do that in real life, right?
That ain't my business.
It's your business. I always thought because she always looked like her in real time was like early 20s, and he looked like he was like 60.
That's not my business.
Yeah.
As
Whatever.
long as they've surpassed a good age.
Yeah, at least they're over like they're in their 20s, right? But I just personally I couldn't
Oops.
date anybody that's my dad's age. It'd be weird.
I'm trying to get here. Hold on.
That's my opinion, and I'm entitled to my opinion.
I'm giving my opinion.
I know. A funny.
Being places to expose, learning fully to kind of.
Oh,
Yeah.
you already read that one. Placed in scary situations, exposed learning. Oh,
I get it now.
screw it. Oh, yeah. Oh, just living together. That's true. They were right there, but then they try to get married. I vaguely had the episodes on. I have to go back and watch. Right, they were supposed to get married, but they didn't get married, so they never did get married. Well, you don't have to spoil it for me. Ghost is a good movie. Yes, that would have to be a rewatch. It's a movie that will really lift your spirits, just like The Birdcage. Oh, Tu Wong Fu. We talking about that one?
Well, they said that, yeah.
Oh yeah.
I think I need to sit down and rewatch it because I've seen a large portion of it.
Of Ghost?
No, I've seen Ghost.
Oh, Tu Wong Fu?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's really good.
It is good. What was I gonna say? Yeah, just a feeling to be in places. Yeah, it's so funny. I know bullies existed when I was in elementary school. I don't remember, like in junior high, there was one guy, I could still remember his name. He wasn't very nice to me sometimes. But I had some mean teachers.
I had mean teachers. I hated them.
And when I remember in elementary school, this was back in the day, like a kid, I just remember this so vaguely. He was a really bad kid. I'm just telling you, he was a really bad kid. And the teacher took him outside and like pushed him up against the wall. Like they could do that back then. Like they were allowed to do that. Which, yeah, Patrick Swayze, rest in peace, man. He was such a great actor. You were always the young one trying to follow all the friends. I'd be the last on. Oh, well, you just looked up to them, right? It was so funny. My elementary school was so far away from our house. I don't know. I guess there weren't as many elementary schools back then or whatever. It seemed like I took the bus forever to get home. But our neighborhood, we had a mishmash of neighborhood kids that were. But man, those are back in the day when you would get on your bike for everything, right? I hadn't ridden a bike in a long time, and I tried to get on it a couple of years ago. Granted, it was my niece's bike, and it probably wasn't high enough for me, right? It was fair. I think it's because the bike was a little too small.
Put it at the Gmail.
How do I put it on
I
here?
don't get it. Instagram.
Oh, okay. It had more sense than they did at times. It's because sometimes kids were like more daredevils back then, right? Or were they like bullies? Or were your group bullies? I had some little jerk-offs in my neighborhood too. I think I was probably one of the older kids in my group that lived closest to us. More of them were like my brother's age, and he was like 3 years younger than me. It seemed like. And we'd ride our bike everywhere, and sometimes our parents just didn't even know where we were. We went into a construction site once, and my friends got a bulldozer. What? Oh my God! Oh my! Did you stop hanging out with those kids? Man, are they all in jail right now?
Let's see.
Oh
Okay,
my
I think I can enable.
Otherwise, I'll screen share it.
Let's see.
That's too funny.
funny.
I mean, funny, but not funny. Dang, your crowd was.
Crazy.
But at least they were trying to get on equipment and they weren't necessarily trying to like hurt people, other people. It was a little bit of both. Bully and friends in a strange way. They were both. Oh, that sucks. I can't stand bullies. Bullies are, I know they're just insecure, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Once they get called out, they're little titty babies, I like
And
to
they
call
turn
them.
into a victim. It's like,
Yeah, and they're like, oh, woo me. What was me, as Danielle likes to say. What was me? But I can't stand bullies. I can't to this day. And some bullies are just so, like, they're so mean that some kids don't even, sometimes have a choice, but like, to like no longer be here. And it's just so sad. You can't even stand online bullies because sometimes they wouldn't even say stuff to your face if they say online. It's just stupid. On a 2-week road trip to California in the summer of 1986 when I was 12 years old. I was trying, I don't know. Yeah, we're missing the rest. You tried to hang out. Whoa, I hit something. I don't know what, an accidental heart. I don't know what happened there. I tried hanging out with the teenagers in the, oh yeah, let us know what happened. Come on. Ryan's typing. Leave him alone. He's got a lot to tell us. I love stories. They pushed a big telephone poke thing down an embankment. A telephone pole? Oh my God. Friends, you ain't friends with these people anymore, are you? What are they doing these days? They're doing 20 to life. No, but I mean, like you say, it's wrong, but at least they weren't like torturing people or animals. The expressway was right next to us, and a pickup truck drove by honking its horn like crazy. I tried to tell him, oh my God. Yeah, 12-year-old was such a tough age to be. I was trying to be cool. Wait, it cut off because you said, Brian, 12 years old, and I was traveling with my mom and younger brother and family friend. And I tried you just tried hanging out with the teenagers in the what? We didn't get the rest of it.
Just tried hanging out there, yeah.
Oh, 12, those junior high, well, it was junior high, and middle school, those years are suck.
Something around them, they grew up somewhat dysfunctional. Yeah.
It seemed like they were way dysfunctional. What was I going to say? No, those years are tough. Those, like, because you're no longer like in elementary school. So you're no longer like the young kid, but you're not a teenager. And then you're going through puberty and your hormones are all over the place. And you're just a mishmash of messy messes.
I got to 19 and I was like, this sucks.
Oh, you?
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you get to your early 20s and you're kind of lost.
Yeah, especially when you just graduate out of high school, you're like, okay.
Yes.
Now what?
All the teenagers in the group on the vacation. I got the French and hanging out with the teenagers in the group on the vacation. Yeah, it's because you want to be at that age, you want to be older than you are.
Yeah.
And then as you start getting older, you're like, oh, why did we want to grow up so fast,
It sucks.
Yeah. Those are hard times. And now it seems like it's harder and harder. Well, just as being an adult, sometimes it's even hard to like make and keep friends as an adult.
At that age, it was either teenagers or little kids.
It's true, right? It's a weird time. They were telling me all about getting in trouble. Oh my God. Well, I'm glad you were smart enough, Reddit, to get out of there. I was one that I think I preferred sometimes to.
I like sitting with the adults.
Me too, sometimes. But it was different. When I grew up, they were like, oh, like really, it's not your business what we're talking about. Shoo shoo. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But I would try to, and sometimes I don't know why I'd be with like not the little kids, but I don't know. Maybe I didn't want to grow up as fast. They're like, I don't know. Because sometimes you just can't either trust them, or maybe it's because I've had bad experiences in the past. I've had people in my life that are, I don't know, would you say narcissistic or?
You're just weird. And I told you that.
Oh yeah.
I warned you, and nobody listens to the young one.
Or, I'm always somebody who like, I'll give you the, if you need help, I'm here to help you out,
Screwed over, and I told you that.
Yeah, and
Nobody wants to listen to me.
Well, I did finally. And because kids can sometimes see stuff that adults are blind to, but and then you need help, and then there's something in return, but help, and you're just like, sorry, people like that.
The more
Like,
you get, the more exhausting it is. Like,
it really is. And I don't have time to play like games and stuff like that. Like, you be honest and truthful with me. I don't want lies. I don't want distrust.
like sorts of like areas in your life, like whether you're trying to make friends or you're trying to start a relationship with somebody like romantically. It's like, what are you doing? Like,
Right. I don't understand people that have to play games.
I'm like, this is a waste of time.
Yeah, you're
I mean,
either
I personally haven't gone through that, but I know that a lot of people don't. Like, that's annoying.
you're either in or out. Like, quit wasting time. Yeah, it's a great loving people during all those times as well. That's good, red edged. Whenever I think of that vacation, I think of National Lampoon's Vacation. Oh yeah, that was a hot mess. You didn't have to put no longer with the relative on the hood of the car and leave him on a doorstep, did you? That would have been something. Are you still trying to get the picture?
I tried to send it to you so it wouldn't go.
Okay, I'll just like screen. Let me see if I can screenshot. Okay, download screenshot. Not screenshot. That's screenshot. They can have fear, anger, and other things. I can't. Right?
Mhm.
It's because something. Usually, I look at like something's happening at home or something in their environment, and they're insecure, and they try to take that out because they want to make themselves feel better. They take it out on other people. But it's like, is it really worth it? I mean, isn't to be such a jackhole?
What's also
No thing. That's Ryan.
what's sad and pathetic is if you're an adult and you're still a bully. I'm like,
There's a lot of adults that are still bullies. I know. Like, seriously, grow up.
like that's the
You still have to be, yeah. Or people that think like, oh yeah, well basically I'm better than you, or I have, whatever. Yeah, it's ridiculous. That shenanigans. People in your life. I also don't have time for like people that are negative all.
Mhm.
Who's this the one? Because they kind of bring your vibe down.
Mhm.
Negative people bring your vibe down, man.
Vibes are messed up.
Yeah, so I don't have time for that. I don't have time for liars. I don't have time for games. Bullying.
Please go seek help, like seriously, because
Well, and now what's worse, I mean, okay, it was bad enough like back like in our day, back in the day before social media, and now the bullies just sit at the end of their computer.
well, they're
and they're just
losers. So
mean.
like, and take it and like take it seriously.
No,
because it's like sad.
No, what I'm saying is they would probably never say it to your face because
I know
they're chicken cheeks,
But that's what I'm saying. Like, just don't even look.
Right.
It's like, how sad do you have to be to sit behind a screen and just be like spew bullshit?
That's true. Insecurities and empathy or sense of how to treat others right. That's right. And see, I didn't grow up like that. Like, I have a lot of empathy for people. I feel like I'm one of those people, like almost in some ways, empath, where I take on like other people's feelings sometimes. Oh, I froze. That's not a good visual. Am I frozen?
No.
Huh. That was not a good visual to stop on. So that's where I can't stand people who mistreat Will. Makes me nervous. Like heated confrontation. Is it clear? Let me see if I can do a screen share.
Mhm.
Let me see. You can answer whatever they're.
I can't. I was like, I can't see it.
photo's not super clear, but
Ryan said, I feel bad for young girls when there's so much pressure on them. So it sucks, honestly, but you know.
yeah.
It sucks.
Yeah,
I
no.
do feel bad. Because like you always look the way you look. Okay? You know what I mean?
Well,
I mean you look the way you look and it's like you feel like
I mean, yes, if you can afford it, I suppose you can go out and have surgery and correct it. Thing is, I've always raised her and I've always told people there's no ugly people in the world. There's just ugly people that have, what makes them ugly is their personality. But physically, there's no ugly people in the world.
Yeah.
About, you know. But yeah. And you can't do, I mean, it's just like the way you're born, it's the way you
like
are.
you can't help that unless you avoid surgery.
But then some people go out and they have so
I'm
much
like, okay,
surgery.
now you look worse than you did when you started.
Oh my gosh. And they're having it at younger and younger ages. It's like, and they also have to realize if they're like in their teens or their preteens, or they're gonna grow out of some of that awkwardness. We all go through those odd phases in the 12, 13, 11, 12, 13, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, no, you could have an average looking person.
Mm-hmm. I could
Which
be the most beautiful person in the world to somebody.
Yes. No, what I was gonna say, an average looking person
Mm-hmm.
or somebody that people would consider, or what the populace would consider average. Like, I mean, most of us are just average looking. And then what somebody would consider, oh, beautiful, 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 right? But the beautiful, beautiful person could have the
really
ugliest
shitty
personality in the world. I don't want anything to do with you. Bye.
Here's the thing. You know what also weirds me out? Is when somebody gets like in a relationship, whether it's a man or a woman, okay? And then other people chime in and they're like, oh, but they're not attractive. It's like, why do they need to be attractive for you?
Yeah, it's what the person
It's like,
finds.
this is their person's taste. And I have
Right.
said this amongst my friend. We're like, everybody's taste in people is different.
Right.
Why do they need to be attractive for you? Especially if it's your friend's partner. You're like, they're ugly. It's like, why do they need to be attractive for you?
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's like, that's their taste in person. Let me, like, if my friend got, like, found somebody, like, let's say, like, celebrity, whoever, right? And they're like, oh, I think they're attractive. I'm like, they're not my cup of tea. They're not ugly.
Yeah. I mean, if they ask for your opinion, you'd be like, well, they're not my cup of tea, but
hey,
you find them
I'd be
attractive.
like, hey, you like them. That's what
But then the funny thing is, then you get to know them, and if they have the most wonderful personality in the world, anybody can just think they're so handsome. It's because their personality shines through. That's what makes it.
Like these super, like, I guess you call them like pretty boys or whatever. You know, like the stereotypical like Hollywood looking person.
Yeah.
I'm like, where are the people with their natural teeth anymore? I'm like, why when they're too pretty and dry? I'm like, they're not attractive. Like,
no, or yeah, it's true. You can tell when their teeth are not like they're fake because they're first of all they're way too white.
I'm not like I don't. To me, good looking is not the stereotypical Hollywood like.
Right.
Man, you know what I mean?
No.
So like my version of like attractive level is different than what people are like. Oh, he's so hot. Like, you know what I mean?
Oh yeah. No, I don't like.
It's like a stereotypical Hollywood actor, like now specifically.
Or
like,
model type. Like
I'm
that
like,
doesn't float my boat.
I'm
like
mm,
and then they have Botox, and then like they start having their eyes done, or what's the big thing? They want to have like bigger lips, especially with girls. It looks so gross.
If you get filler and you barely have like a top lip.
Okay, well,
but if you overdo it, I'm like, you have balloon lips at this point. Not to shame anybody, but like, I'm like, at some point, it doesn't look good right on your face.
Right.
And nobody's telling you it doesn't look right.
No, that's true.
But yeah, it always irks me when they're like their friend, especially if it's their friend or something to know. And they're like, oh, but he's. It's like, why does he need to be attractive for you?
I think they're just jealous. Maybe
weird,
the other person doesn't have somebody. They're just jealous.
I'm like, that's weird that they need to be attractive for you.
I agree.
That's weird.
Yeah, because it's true. Everyone is unique with amazing qualities. That's right. I wish more moms and dads should tell them the truth that they are the best looking as they are. Makeup is good only. Well, just natural is the real beauty. Yeah, I mean, yeah. Yeah, that's true. Because sometimes, I mean, think about it. Okay, you start dating somebody. Let's say we'll just go on young people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it could be my age too, but we'll just stick with like 20 somethings or early 20 somethings, right? And you go on dates, and every time you have we're talking like a full face of makeup, like you wouldn't recognize this person without your makeup. You don't think eventually if your relationship gets serious, they're never going to see you without your makeup
Here's
on?
the thing, it gets really stupid to a point when men are like, "You tricked me." It's like, do you think they have gold eyelids? Like, are you dumb?
That's
Do
true.
we have red lips? Are you stupid? Like,
Yeah, it's true.
So like, I mean, they're not tricking you. It's just makeup, and then they're gonna see it at some point.
That's
you know what I mean?
true. Yeah.
But it's like, are you dumb? Like, do you think I have blue eyelids, like green eyelid? Like,
Yeah.
you have working eyes.
Well, I mean, they do it at first when you're gonna go because you want to you want to look nice or whatever makes you feel nice. Like I always tell Danny, like I used to put on more makeup than I do now. Now I keep it like pretty minimal. But my thing that I don't like is when I don't have like eyeliner on. I feel like my eyes are very small because I have I don't do anything with my eyebrows. They're just really natural, right? So I feel like my eyes look very small. So that's like my insecurity. So I have to put like eyeliner on. Like that's my thing that I have to. And usually something on the lip, like whatever it is, like lip gloss or whatever, right? And I think some people try to cover it up with makeup. That's one thing. You can wipe makeup off. But when people go to the extreme, and we're talking they're like 16, 17, and they feel like they need a facelift and they need or their nose done, or they need their lips done, and they need a boob job, and they need a this, and they need a this. It's like you're only 16. Like, oh my God.
It's like you're gonna grow out of some of that.
100%. Yeah, natural is. Some have complexes and think they're not attractive when it's not the case. True. They just need somebody, and sometimes, unfortunately, and you're right what you said. That moms and dads should be telling them the truth, right? Because some
that's your face. Like,
well, some grow up and unfortunately their parents are not nice people always, and they'll just tell them,
they'll be like, "You're ugly." It's like,
or they'll point out their insecurities.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
The parents who are jealous of their children. Why? That is so weird.
It's usually moms who are jealous of their daughters.
Why are you weird? Like,
social media makes it worse. Also, I am Gen X and never had to worry about that. Me either, Ryan.
And the thing about social media, it's like I'm convinced half of you have never seen a human body before because it would be like a regular human body. They'll be like, they're fat, they're this, and it's like that's a regular body.
That's a normal. Like I don't know what do they expect. I mean, you're either gonna have. The thing is, everybody, men and women, everybody has different body shapes. Some people they're very they're just very thin and when I was women, they don't have curves. Some they just don't. They don't have hip bones necessarily, and some have a lot of curves, and they can't help it. You can't do a lot, you know what I mean? Or oh my God forbid you have some tummy fat, or
God forbid you have hip dips. You've never seen a person before,
I don't know what it's a false sense of what it's a false reality they're living in, because you're never going to find somebody that has 0% fat on their body. I don't know why somebody would want that. You know what I mean? Man or woman, you just can't help your body shape. And
if you want to work out and fix what you think that you want to fix, that's you. But don't let anybody else tell you, wow,
right.
Dude, they're not worth your time.
Yeah, you have to be able to do it for yourself. And especially certain men typically have an easier time losing weight.
Yeah. It also is very hard if you have stomach surgery.
Yes.
And you try to lose the weight off. It's going to take you pushing yourself a lot more because you have
you've had gallbladder surgery. I had a C-section. I've got a tummy. I've always had curves, but not this sense. I've had more the hip curve. You know what I mean? And that. But I have a tummy. But if somebody was going to be oh, I wouldn't. Well, I don't want to date. I don't want to date you either.
You think I'm
I'll work
on.
I'm working on myself right now because I want to work on myself. But nobody's going to tell me. Or if it's a health reason, I understand. For health reasons sometimes. Mm-hmm. But nobody should ever have to. I hate body shamers. I hate people that are just intentionally body shame. Whether the person, because even if they're skinny, they don't always they know they're thin. Or you tell somebody, oh, you've got a big butt or big hips or big. Don't you think the person already knows they have that? They live with that body.
Let me use myself as an example. I have hips and I know that. It's not gonna go away, right?
Yeah.
And somebody was like, "Oh yeah," I'm like, "What are you gonna do with that?" That's just my bone structure.
Yeah.
My muscles, my body.
It's just the way you are.
There's not much I can do with that.
It would be like telling somebody who's already finished growing, oh, can you like 2 more inches? Can you go 3 more inches? Like I prefer somebody who's like 5'6", and you're like, well, then I'm not your cup of tea. I mean, like in your case.
I'd be like, I can't
Yeah.
go anymore, dude.
Exactly.
You just gotta find somebody who.
And there's somebody for everybody. They end up thinking they have to be Mr. or Miss Universe to be considered good looking. It's ridiculous.
And that's not true. Half the time, the
No.
most beautiful people I see are like completely opposite of Miss Universe, Mr. Universe. Like that's just my type though, because I'm not really into like.
Oh no, like
And
that.
I'm like, well, the super good looking ones are the ones that are not like. You know what I'm saying
Oh,
to me?
and sometimes they have a dead flat personality, like
Yeah.
Borsville. I want somebody like somebody who's going to make me laugh, who has
I like goofy guys, but that's
yeah, has a good personality, you know, who's kind, who is, you know, that we're like in an equal partnership. It's not like I'm going to tell you what to do and that's going to be how it's going to be, because that ain't going to fly and you're going to be out the door before, you know, our date even starts. You know, it just somebody with some respect, man, and manners, and somebody like, usually the way I always tell Danny this, if you see a guy around their mom or their sister and the way they treat them is how they're going to treat you. If they treat them with disrespect, you know what I mean? That's the way they're going to treat you.
I also
That's
judge,
usually, and I would say it would be the same.
I also judge older ladies based on the way they have multiple kids, the way they treat this. If they coddle the son more than the child, the daughter.
Oh yeah, that
I'm
too.
like, you're a piece of shit because
Oh
why
yeah.
you treat your one kid like that just because it's a girl, and then you treat the other one.
Oh, that's true too.
You know
A
what I
couple
mean?
years ago, Jamie Lee Curtis put out a magazine picture of her in a bikini and said that is her real her with no changes. She was quite candid about it and found it quite refreshing. A lot of people will do that, and or some they'll
Pamela Anderson doesn't make it anymore. Well,
Yeah.
not really much.
Pamela Anderson. Well, no, and some have said that they've done photo shoots. I can't name specifically, but I just heard it come across or seen it like a headline on, and then they'll actually see the final cut where everyone, or the final one
It is
where
so
they've
airbrushed.
where they've done
Yeah.
so much Photoshop on it that the person's like,
Mhm.
don't even put it out in your magazine.
It's like this just looks like a mannequin at that point.
But even you guys, even like with social media or like, okay, I'm not gonna call this person out, but there's somebody who we watch people to react to this person specifically.
Oh, they put filters on
Yes.
themselves, and she makes herself so much skinnier than she is. But then when you see like the reflection in the mirror, she's standing by a mirror, you can see her photo, her slim filter versus her actual body. And I'm like, why are you lying about it?
Yeah, and it's like, I think that sometimes they think the people that are watching, and some people fall for it, but do they think that most of humanity is stupid and that we can't tell that that's obviously a filter? You know what I mean? And a lot of times people will,
And people fall for it.
and they'll Photoshop the heck out of photos before they put them on Instagram or before they put them on whatever, right? And it's like, why can't you just be authentic? I don't understand the falsity of
the age of social media has given people such brain rot. Like it's sad at this point.
I have a friend who is kind of narrow like that. I only give him so much consideration on his views. Oh, that he only likes a specific type of.
I mean,
Like
people
that.
have their type, but it's like that's not a type to bring out other people just because they're different. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and nobody should ever be shaming somebody for
Yeah.
the way they look or their or body shame them, because I've had so many friends over my lifetime,
Mhm.
and some are just skinny, not by choice, like they eat,
Oh yeah, I
eat.
know people
Oh
who
my
eat like
God.
more than me, and I'm like, you're just naturally.
And some that are just, some like me where they have the curves and they have the little belly or whatever, and then some that are a little bigger, and it's like I only became friends with them. And like I didn't care. Like you see what they look like, but their personality is just so awesome that why would you? I don't know. That's what I'm drawn to. It's more as the personality. Like I don't know. That could go on a whole thing on that. I can't stand.
Like, too tall, too short, too this, too. Make up your mind,
Oh,
bro.
yeah.
Like at that point, it's like make up your mind. What do you want?
Like,
Because
I mean,
and it's like that could be someone's cup of tea. It's not my cup of tea, but I'm not gonna be like I think they're hideous. Like,
Yeah.
hideous, vile creature.
and you're
That shouldn't
never
exist. You know.
you're never gonna find that perfect, like.
People have flaws. Okay, that's just the biggest like.
Well, and the thing is, okay, let's say your friend, Red Edge, finds somebody who's like, oh, great, perfect height. They're the perfect weight I'm looking for. They're the eye color. their hair color, it's everything I want. And then they see them, so they're attracted to that. And then they go up to talk to them, and they're like a mindless idiot. So you know what I'm saying? Or like they have no personality.
I'd be like,
I'd be like,
I think it is so funny sometimes when people have a type and then they end up like with somebody who's like not that.
yeah,
I'm like, it happens.
yeah,
You know?
yes.
I don't know.
I just what'll immediately turn me off is somebody starts talking to me and they just start being weird from the get go, or really cringy, or they're just like they immediately start like, oh, I like this, what they're seeing on their outward appearance, and I'm like, bye, like just
Also, if
don't be
you
cringe
go on
around me.
dating apps, do not lie about what your body looks like.
because you don't think they're
This person is going to see you in real
Yeah.
life, and if there's not body shaming what they probably look like in real life,
Yeah.
but it's like this person is going to see you
if you continue
if
dating.
You continue dating, they
Yeah.
are going to know what you look like outside of the whatever profile you put on there.
Right, I agree.
I'm like, okay.
Yes. I've always liked her too, but I don't think she deserved to
She
win
did not deserve that win.
the Academy Award win.
The Oscar.
Or the
win,
Oscar.
She did not deserve that.
That's
And
the
I'm sticking
only
by that.
that's the only beef that you're right. But aside from that, I think she's been pretty authentic to who she is.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not knocking that. I'm just saying I don't think she deserved that.
Yeah.
And that's somebody who did like her. Like, it was
But as far as being authentic, I mean, there's few people on the public eye, but like, yeah, social media is just, and that's the thing. I would be very leery meeting somebody on a dating app or be on social, because like, well, a dating app, you don't know who you're going to get. First of all, are you like a serial killer? Are you wackadoo?
Yeah.
Like, I would be very,
But
I
then
don't-
again, people can also do that in life.
well, they could be too. That's true.
And they'd be like, look, I'm the sweetest person on earth. And they're like a complete dickhead.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
Well, no, yes. That's why I think sometimes, well, I mean, I have views on that. Some people just jump into like from relationships. Sometimes I feel like to marriage so soon that they don't really know the other person. You got to have
Well, I'm
time.
saying some people also play the long game in terms of their personality. They'll be like, I'm going to make them really comfortable.
But how long can you really be ingenuine
Oh.
before your real personality comes
Some
out?
people are
It'd
good
be
at that.
hard.
I don't know. You got to take their brains, not mine.
Yeah.
You
Just
know?
brainwashed by images or whatever. Yeah, if they're looking at all like all those girly type of magazines or whatever, or Sports Illustrated, oh no, yeah, yeah, I don't trust dating apps. Yeah, they're just and I'm sure most people on there are the real deal.
But then you got like that handful that's just like, you're kind of questionable.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess maybe as I get, hey,
This
SN.
chat flag is certainly interesting.
I know.
We have been jumping from topic to topic.
We 100% have been going all over the place.
Yeah, some people on dating apps are very interesting creatures. I don't know. I have not experienced it personally before. I've seen online like some of you are interesting.
It's funny. I have this friend. Oh, I'm not friends with her anymore. It's the one that Danny said she was
I
very
hate her.
toxic. She was very toxic. She really was. And she would go on a lot of dating apps. And I remember she met this one guy, and she'd like known him she went on one date with him. The next day he was like, "Oh, I bought you a cell phone, and I'm gonna give you some like he." It's like second date. Like basically, he wanted to know where you were all the time, and this and that. And I was like, "This is weird." And so her and her son basically went to his house and was like, "Here, take this. Like, we're done. This is weird." And then he just went like he went unhinged, and it's like I think you just have to kind of have common sense, and a lot of times opposites sincerely will attract to each other.
Oh yeah, like I think that's so funny. Not in a negative way. I just think it's.
No, you're right. Some people just don't know what they.
Yeah, they'll be like, well, how are they attracted to him? It's like they just like that person. I don't know what to tell you. Like.
Oh, I do. Well, I have a couple of things that would be on my list for sure. First of all, they like my kid is like is always going to come first. So if she needs something or she's in a situation, you're gonna have to wait. Second of all, you gotta like cats. If you don't like cats and you're allergic and you refuse to take an allergy pill, some people are allergic to pets, dogs and cats, and they'll take an allergy pill and just suck it up, or they bye hit the road. Those are like.
Oh wait, what happened? What? What did I say? What did we say?
What?
What happened? Well, not telling right there. What happened?
Who, me?
What did I say? I meant was opposite attract. It's funny if that's what it was, but so it's like when people question, oh yeah, well, how are they attracting the person that's completely different from them?
Oh
It's
yeah.
like they're just like that person. It's like,
Oh yeah, because I mean, you don't have to have everything in common with somebody, you know.
Yeah.
Like because you have to have your same interests. I mean, yes, you know, you're dating, you end up married. Like, yes, you want to spend time with each other, but you don't have to be together 24/7.
Yeah.
If somebody wanted to be with me 24/7, please no.
That is
no, my-
attachment issues.
no, honey.
But I also can't be with somebody who has avoidant issues because they don't know.
No,
what they want.
don't
Yeah.
avoid. We're gonna spend time together. But if you think that we have to be together every minute of the day, like if you love to go out and play ice hockey, and I could care, or you like to motocross bike, or you like to swim in the ocean, and I don't, you just go do your thing, boo.
Mhm.
I'll be doing my hobby. You do your thing. We'll meet up. We'll go, whatever. But
Also, like the same thing goes like live together. I'm like, you have a job, you have hobbies, we can spend time with each other.
Yeah.
We share the house, but like it's like we also do other things. Right?
yeah, and he sure better pitch in when it comes to around the house, because if he does come home from work and he does sit on the couch and he expects me to have dinner and the house clean when I've been working all day, there's the door. Bye. Because we live in here to do things together. You ain't just gonna be sitting being there lazy while I'm cleaning and cooking you dinner. You know,
And like things attract. Yeah, you like who you like as a person.
Yeah.
Like that's like.
you can't. It just happens.
And
You know.
the people, what makes you so mad too is the people who listen to their friends' opinions on someone they like.
Yeah.
And then their friends like, well, the friends will be like, oh, but they're not attractive. It's like you're weak if you listen to them. Like,
Yeah, that's true.
why do you need their
Yeah,
thumbs up approval on someone that you like?
that's true.
And it's like, then you didn't really like them, or it's like,
And-
why do they have to be attractive for your friends? That's weird.
No, in that case, I agree. Unless there's like red flags that
No,
your friend
I'm
doesn't
just talking
see.
about like if it's like, oh well, they're ugly, like it's like, why do they need to be attractive for your friends?
Right, that's true.
Why
Yeah,
are you listening to
you're
your
not,
friends on that?
because you're not the
weak,
one.
bro.
They're jealous. The friends are jealous. Let's see. I'd tell them though I'm through with it. Go on.
Whatever.
Yeah, like no.
Man, I forgot to tell you guys that the visuals and audio from break was really good. Good job. Thank you, Ryan.
Visual audio from. Thank you, Ryan.
I don't know. People are just so weak-minded. Sometimes I'm like, are you
Well,
listening to
opposites
these
are
people?
like things to attract. Yeah, you like who you like. I always say that because you always see sometimes people like she'll see on social media where people thinks it's disgusting if a tall man dates a short
Like,
woman.
do you guys even know what a pedophile is? Like,
And they say that you're like dating like we'll just call them PDF, or we don't want to get blocked for saying that word. And they think it's like that, but it's like just because somebody's short doesn't mean that the man. If you're both of age, like you know what I'm saying?
yeah, because I'm like, do you guys even know what that word means anymore? We've lost the plot at this point because just because he's tall, she's just short. Like, there's nothing.
If they're the same age, or you know what I mean, they're both adults.
if they're both
Who
surpassed a
cares?
certain age as adult,
Yeah, you say
I'm
that.
like,
You say people have a problem with tall men and short women. I don't know
I'm like,
why.
what? You guys have
Weird.
such really weird brain rot from the internet.
Yeah,
Go outside. Look,
touch some
people
grass.
observe, touch grass because it's like weird.
I really wish TikTok ban would have just been, because I think TikTok is toxic.
Rude on behalf of the short person. They deserve it. Thank you.
Yes.
See, as someone who's
Yes.
5'3", he just happens to be taller than me.
I mean, again, it comes back to you like, you date, you fall in love with who you fall in love with. It doesn't matter, it doesn't matter. But some people they have opinions on everything on the internet. It's so nasty. No, thank you though for the Point Break one. That the audio was good. Please don't mind our Animal House one. I messed with the setting. It was completely my fault, and there's a little echo. So please disregard that. But thank you so much. We'll go on based on that one then. You know what I mean? We'll just keep some think if there is one most attractive that others are unattractive.
Exactly. Why do we have one specific beauty standard?
Yes.
Do you know how many beautiful people there are in the world
Yes.
that don't look like they're not copy paste of each other? Like,
Yeah, that's true.
I'm like, oh my god, you guys are annoying.
It's so sad how many have misused Facebook. Yeah, I really just
Facebook is a cesspool.
I just lurk on Facebook these days.
That's what I do too. I'm like,
I
what are you guys doing?
I don't really put anything on there.
Sometimes I just look at Facebook Marketplace.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, remember when it used to be the thing?
Yeah.
I think most people feel differently than closed-minded people. I think so. I think the majority is like
I'm
that
like
too.
dead ass. I'm like, how do you get that end result of thinking.
Right.
If one person's short, one person is tall, like we've lost the plot. I'm not kidding. Like
It's weird.
the misuse of words like that, I'm like, you guys don't even know what you're talking about.
I know. Well, and the funny thing is, like, I'm 5'7.5", 5'8",
Mhm.
and like her dad was a few inches shorter than me. It didn't bother me. If I put on heels, yes, because then it looked good. But that didn't bother me to
Mhm.
somebody. I mean, you know, who knows if he was insecure about it? That's his problem. But I mean, I would need. I mean, for somebody to say I was short compared to somebody, they need to be like 6'5".
Like let's say
So it's hard.
let's say somebody I end up with is
It's
super
hard.
tall, right?
Yeah.
You guys gonna start booing him or what? Like,
I know.
There's not much you can do.
I mean, there's somebody for everybody, and there's all like some people are just tall because they're tall. They just can't help it. My God, just people are just buttholes on social media. They are. I think Twitter's toxic or X, whatever they call it now, is.
Social media is a cesspool.
But yes,
so bad.
But I think TikTok, people have, and you said this the other day. People want. I like long form content.
I love long form content.
And people have become, they want just everything to happen rapidly, quickly. They want the short form. They want, how did you word it? They just want everything so like instantaneously. Yeah.
I'm like, guys, relax. Get an attention span back.
They need to literally go outside is what they do.
They have lost the attention span. Like,
I don't know how we went down this road. I don't trust Marty anymore either. And let's don't get us started, Ryan. I know, Ryan. I know. Oh my God. No.
It's bad out here.
All I can say is
boo. Tomato.
Yeah, just
Lord have mercy.
Oh, it's disgusting. That's all I'm gonna say. I think it's awesome when there's a big difference in ways, tall and short, the character, jaws, and like some foot, and a little short lady with glasses.
It's awesome. I'm like, who cares? You know what I mean?
You know, and like people may say, oh, like, because sometimes I'll be like, I would never have matched like certain people up, but I'm like, it still works.
If they
it
work
still
out,
works. You're like,
like,
it just is, because again, I'm all about the personality wise, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you just being a good human being, and you know, you just not being a general a-hole, right? Yeah, you know, yeah, and humor.
Mm-hmm.
Humor's a big thing. You have to, if you don't have a personality and you don't like to laugh and you take everything seriously, we are not gonna jive, man. I think it's that's what I just read. I don't know. We went down this long thing about but that was an interesting conversation. You know, and everybody. The funny thing is, everybody has their own insecurities. We're all insecure, men and women both, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and it's just. I mean, for someone to have to just be mean and point out those insecurities when we already have them is just cruel. You know?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
Just find somebody, as they say, who matches your freak, you know?
Who matches her. Exactly. Yes. And sometimes the people around you can tell about a person, because sometimes you're in that like lovey zone, and people have blinders on, and sometimes they can't always see the red flags. Now, red flags need to be called out. Like if he's like mentally, like physically, emotionally, like abusive in that way, then you need to tell your person, your friend, your loved one.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah. They're good conversations. Like we start out with one thing. We didn't even talk. We talked movies a little bit, and then we just went down this whole thing. But like, it's interesting. It's interesting to just get other people's points of view. You know.
Crazy.
I know. I'm glad I'm not having the chat. No, listen, you are fine, my friend. No, I don't know. I mean, I have a love-hate. I don't use Twitter or X. I do not use TikTok. I don't have it. I don't have either of those. I have Instagram. I mainly stalk it. I mean, we have one for the channel, but you guys will notice I'm really bad about putting anything on it.
Mm-hmm.
I need to probably get better. And there'll be time, like, why aren't people like, if they want to put something on Instagram and they're just like, oh, because sometimes I'll be like, oh, I don't look great there, then just don't put the picture. But don't filter, because sometimes, like, I've done it, I've messed with it just to see. Man, sometimes makes you look 8 shades of ooky. I mean, you really, if you put filters on. I've tried to mess with filters sometimes and it makes it way worse. But like, just be genuine. No, like I was saying, this person that we watch others react to, like,
I'm like, girl, you're not that thin. Let's be honest.
Most people already know what she looks like, and she tries to disguise it with these filters. And it's like, why are you so deceptive to the people who watch you on YouTube? Like, I just feel like, why do you have to, if you have a YouTube channel, why do you have to be so deceptive and lie? But people fall for it. That's the thing. Not everybody. People are starting to see through it, right? But like, just be genuine. Like, it would be too stinking exhausting to be constantly having to, if we were vloggers, to be constantly trying to like keep up a lie. It'd be exhausting.
And you can't keep up the lies, so you're just stacking lies on top of other lies.
Yeah.
And it's like,
thank you, Ryan. No one should demand or order others. Heck no.
Trying to make others nice to do things now. Yeah, I mean, like, you can't force people.
No. And I look at, sometimes you see these couples who have been married for like 50, 60 years. And sometimes, I'll run across like on YouTube. Sometimes I'll like, what's the secret? And they're really like, there's really no secret. We just have a mutual respect and love for each other.
You gotta just conversate.
And
communication.
Communication is key. Don't hold everything in, and then one day you explode, and then you have a full-on fight because you've been holding things in forever. You know what I mean? I mean, I'm not talking like piddly stuff like, oh, you didn't take out the trash today or whatever. But I don't know. But I love to listen to these older people it's like a 25-year-old guy, and he interviews people who are, I mean, sometimes they're in their 50s, 60s, but sometimes they're like 90 or 100. Some have been to 100. And asking them like, what's their advice for like living a long life? And they're really basic things. I mean, it's nothing, it's just like, like laughter, or not taking everything so seriously, or, not stressing. I mean, I know stress is hard because we all have stressors in our life, but not stressing, I mean, just, I don't know.
Just try to should not stress you out.
No, a relationship shouldn't. And if you're in one that's stressing you out, you might want to reconsider finding and getting out of that relationship.
You're like sliding down the wall, crying, throwing up every day.
Or or you're getting off of work, or they're getting off of work, and you're like, oh no, they're coming home now, and like you're in full on panic. That's not good. Not if real care is there as it should be. Yeah. But if someone lies from the start, they're going to continue to lie. I mean, I don't know how it's got to be. I mean, a lot of times these people are narcissists. Those are the ones also that lie. Will do a lot of the lying, but God, it's got to be exhausting, doesn't it? It's got to be exhausting. I don't know. I like genuine people.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I guess because I am the age I am, and I have been around people that are all different. Oh, how do you say, like, all different kinds of people that, you learn that, I mean, whether it's work people or it's in your life. And I've gone through many of friends, and, some just because I moved away from them or lost touch or whatever. But you know what? You learn what kind of people you really want in your life and what people you don't want in your life. Mm-hmm. As you gain more life experience. That's what I was trying to say. Yeah.
Dino.
Oh yeah. Dino. Yes. And not like I've been around the block.
You've been around the block.
No, not like I'd like in that kind of way. Like, I haven't like dated a bazillion people, but just in general, like life experiences, and I've had people in my life who have been wonderful people that, I've lost touch with, that were like sincerely good people that just, you went your separate ways. And then I've had people in my life who stayed way too long and shouldn't have, and just were not good people. And if you're in a relationship and you have to put in more effort than the other person is
It's
putting
not
in,
worth it. That's
it's
gonna stress you
not
out.
worth it. Yeah. Yeah, to see. Yeah, man. I want to know right away your full social security number, date of birth, your full name. I'm doing a full background check on you, mother trucker. And whoever you bring home. I need all 3 pieces of identification. I need a copy of their identification, their driver's license or their birth certificate. I gotta do a background check on them.
You think I also want to do a background check on this person? Like, I need to make sure you're not crazy. Yeah, and you don't have a record on you. Like,
Oh my god.
you know what I mean? I don't need to see that you've been in prison for this, and this.
Yes. Well, no. Well, yeah. If it's bad, like
If it's like bad, like you
no, like if you're at my age and they went in and they were like 18 or 19 and they did some petty crap and they've grown
What
up.
I'm talking about is if you were in prison for they should have kept
Oh,
you there.
oh no, yeah.
And like they should have kept you there.
No.
Yes.
Yes.
No thanks.
Another cool YouTube reactor. Yeah, I've seen her. I haven't watched her in a
I
very
haven't watched it in a long time.
in a very, very long time.
I think that's kind of one of the first ones I started watching before we did this. Like, but that was like started COVID.
Oh yeah, that you started watching. Occasionally, I'll catch like when she does her lives. Occasionally, I'll see one of those, but it's been a very long
What's
time.
going on, guys? I'm nosy.
Huh?
I just get nosy when I like when people open things. I'm like,
Oh, I like
to.
to. Yeah, me too. I like to see what people get in their unboxing sometimes. I don't really. The only what was I gonna say? It's hard sometimes, as we've realized, because I'll just talk for myself. Like I've seen certain. It's not like we've never seen a reaction.
Mm-hmm.
You're the one that really turned me on to it, and that's kind of why we started it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And there's some I would watch for a while, but then I'm like, and then or whatever. Or they do a lot of stuff that we either have coming up on the channel or we haven't seen that potentially could be on the channel. So we don't want to watch their reaction because then if we watch their reaction, it could sway something we say. Or sometimes if you watch reactors like constantly, you just you'll just could instinctually pick up on some of what they say or their habits, and it could come off as seeming like you're copying what they're saying.
Even though you're not trying to, you're just like
you're not trying to, but it's just because you watch them. So sometimes it's hard to watch like those type of reactors. Typically, we'll watch people that do stuff outside of the movie, TV reactorverse. If that makes sense. Because if you watch like this, a lot of the same people, you might pick up some of their verbiage,
like they're mad, like they're sway speaking.
Yes. Yeah. And I don't want that to happen. So, there's a couple I can name off the top of my head that I really enjoy so far. Yeah. Or there's some that sometimes they get, this will never happen. I can't see it ever happening. And I'm just and regardless, it doesn't matter if they do movie or otherwise, because I watch all kinds of people's, like, some just do vlogs, some do, but they become too popular and then it goes to their head. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I'm like, why are you changing up on people just because you got more subscribers? Like,
yes. 45% they also react to movies. Yeah. Heard of them. Seen a few of theirs.
Used to like while back.
He was funny. He was always funny to me. Some reactions are seemingly made to be the same, like the Death Star explosion, Star Wars. Everyone is on a sense. Yeah. It's.
I think it's more so like little things. Like I'm not trying to copy you like word for word, like like.
Right. Or maybe not people are generally probably going to jump at the same parts of certain movies or this. Not so much that, but even just if you would watch through like their intro parts or maybe their mannerisms or their outro, certain things they say. I just don't want it to sway, But also it comes down to, I think some of them I stopped watching because a lot of stuff I hadn't seen, or we had it up,
And then
like
I
we had it
just
on a
found
list to watch, and I'm like, I don't want to watch somebody's reaction of something we haven't seen yet, because then it's going to spoil it for us, right? Yeah. Who are some that we? Is there some that you watch still, or not really?
Now?
Yeah.
I don't know. I mean, sitting all the way through a video, not really.
Right.
So
And
I
no
just
shade,
click
no
on-
shade to anybody. It's just
I'm not saying they're shit, but like I'm just saying like I don't want to sit
Right.
through the whole video sometimes. Sometimes I just click people to see like a certain part and I'm like, man,
right.
why?
But no,
Yeah.
but
I don't think there's anybody really like. Maybe I was subscribed to them and I haven't unsubscribed because I just have them there.
yeah.
But somebody I constantly watch. I don't know.
I would say the ones I think of are not movie reactors.
Yeah.
They're more vloggers.
Well, they're kind of
Like Chapman
reactors,
Margaret.
but not like movie reactors.
Yeah, exactly. Like that kind of thing. Because there was a while where we watched a bunch, but again, you know how sometimes if well, as like us as like reactors, right? Like if you don't watch somebody's video, because like let's say something pops up and you're like, oh, that's on the list, so we can't see how they reacted to it. That's
Mhm.
just how we are. We're not going to watch it unless we've seen it. And then it doesn't recommend those to you anymore, typically, unless you're
Mhm.
subscribed, right? So I don't get a lot of recommendation. Well, especially on our channel, I don't get a lot of those. You have your own personal one, but I don't get a lot of recommendations if I don't watch too many. Or some, you know how sometimes everybody will do what came out and is popular, like like Wicked,
Oh my god!
and then, like,
it's flooded-
everybody,
it flooded my
like,
feed. I
no.
was like, please get off my screen.
because we won't react to anything that's been done in the last year.
Yeah, also because I want to see it in theaters.
Yes. I'm a huge dog lover, so I have subscribed to a lot of dog channels, which always help me get through my day. Ryan, I love dogs, but because we have cats, in general, if it's a cute cat or dog video, oh my God, I could sit there for like sometimes at the end of the night before I go to
Sometimes
bed.
she's like, look.
I'll just be like, I'll be like, or I'll send her like, look at this cute one. Look at this rescue. Or the ones that really get me are the rescue of animals. I don't know. Or they did something like silly or whatever. I never wanted to watch Independence Day just because of the line Will Smith says, "Welcome to Earth."
Just the alien.
Just the alien. That was a good movie though. No, but we appreciate you guys like for watching and giving our channel a chance, because we know we're really small. We're not like a big channel like an Ashley Burton or like Asian BJ, you know what I mean? So we don't have as many subscribers. We don't have as much.
Honestly, I mean, I'm not complaining. Would it be nice to more? Yeah, and then I get to talk to people more.
Yeah.
Hear better.
Yeah. Like I said, we get to know you guys more because there's a smaller group of you, and we get to know you. And when your names pop up, I mean, obviously Ryan's been with us a long time. SN is our Patreon. Red Edged. We're glad you're here. I mean, I don't know if this is your first live with us, but we hope it's not your last.
Right.
Who else? Dino's been here. You know what I mean? The names, we get to know you. You're not just another name in the chat. And when you comment, you're not just another comment, or we like actually know, that's what we love. But I mean, we would love to get to the point to expand the channel. I would love to just expand Patreon, honestly, more and be able to do a lot more on that. But yeah, I don't know.
All in good time.
All in good time, slow and steady. What is this? What did I say? We watched the cat. Friend who's on a mini skateboard, always following the cat. I love those videos. Oh, I think what I usually see is the ones on Instagram. Sometimes YouTube too, but I love to watch some of those at the end of the night of dogs or cats or this or that or animals or dog channel I subscribe to. The dogs also in England. The dad is a Siberian husky is funny dog. Oh my God, those huskies are so vocal.
They're so dramatic. Huskies Huskies are very dramatic animals.
They are. It's funny. Yeah. Well, this person who we no longer speak to, they had a husky and a lab, but they lived in a very small apartment. I don't know how those dogs. They never got enough exercise.
No.
Because
She always
those
kept them inside.
always. And she's like, oh, but they're gonna get scared. Well, yeah, you gotta control your animal. I've changed my name a couple of times. I was Uncle Savage once, Yellow Jacket, feature called. Okay.
I feel like I've seen that name.
Uncle Savage sounds familiar. Husky pups first howls are fun to watch. They are. I remember that husky though was always so afraid of me. But always it was such a weenie.
I was very scared over that.
Everything. This dog
You
was scared.
sneezed too hard, man.
But no, the lab would full on, like you would walk in the door and you literally, but my brother had a lab, they're high energy. You have to turn your back because that thing would jump on you. But she also had no control of those animals. They were not very disciplined. I love dogs so much, but it's just, they're more work. Like cats, you pretty much feed them and you clean the litter box.
Yeah.
They're stinking
They
content.
want attention, but like it's not a lot of.
Some of them, they just want attention in their own time. Like when they want to love on you, they will. Otherwise, they're like, leave me alone.
Animals are funny
They
creatures.
are funny. And they have feelings too. Like I sometimes get stuck watching these ones that like when I was watching one yesterday where
Mhm.
all these cats and dogs had been in the shelter for like, we're talking like one was like 2 years, 1 a year, and like the sweetest little babies. And I'm like, why is nobody adopting these guys? Sometimes those make me sad. But I go down, I watched a lot of those animal ones before bed. Yeah. I don't know. It's a nice way to end the day, right? Because sometimes they do the cutest little thing, you know. And some people say dogs and cats can't get along, but I've seen a lot of videos where they're like besties. So
Yeah, also sometimes they grow up together.
I miss my last time. Oh, they're so pretty.
If you broke in a house, you help you load the van in.
I know they're so friendly, right? Oh my god, they are like the friendliest animals, I swear. The big dogs sometimes get such bad rap. Also, my brother had a Rottweiler and that
baby. So.
biggest baby ever. Oh my god. Biggest
I
baby.
think it's funny when big dogs think they're lap dogs.
They do. And then the little ones,
Think they're so
I mean, if you have
tall.
chihuahuas, I'm so sorry, but some of those little bitty chihuahuas just get on my nerves because they're just barking like they're like these like elephants or something.
Yeah.
I think they're just all that.
Mhm.
Other husky channels are subscribed to Maya the husky from Florida. Megan from Canada, the husky man from New Jersey. All are vocal and very spoiled. Yeah, you said they're what, big baby, like
They're
big
big babies.
big
Yeah.
babies.
Like they're just dramatic.
Dramatic, that was it. And sometimes when they talk, it sounds like they're actually like you can make out what they're saying. Love animal videos with 2 different animals: dog and a crow, a meerkat and a cat, monkey and a dino. That are funny, right? They're funny. And for some reason, ever since Danny told me that elephants think that humans are the most supposedly they're like we're the cutest things ever. I love an elephant.
I love that they have animals have such personalities because there was one where it was a guy standing next to an elephant. He had a hat on, and the elephant took the hat and pretended it was going to eat it, and then it put the hat back.
Oh,
my, that's
so
so
cute. Cats and ducks. Cat's probably chasing the ducks, no?
Oh my god, they're so cute. Man.
I know. I love animal videos. Well, we went from like relationships to animals. Like this is what I love our lives. We're like all over the place. And it's great. Like we can talk movies and TVs. And we can also we just talk everything. It's great. It's like elephants are very intelligent. They're beautiful. And we've had a couple of the like lion videos on, but sometimes I'll just watch. What was it? Oh, the other day, I saw one where the mama, was it a coyote? Was in that trap. Remember I showed you that video? Or it was a leopard? Or
I don't
remember the baby went
I
to the
know what it
human?
was, yeah.
It was like a coyote or some form of a big cat, right? Well, and it was stuck in like a bear trap, And the pup, the little coyote, I think it was spotted leopard. No, it hadn't been a coyote. I don't know. Don't give me a line. One of those.
No, it wasn't the cat family. It wasn't the dog.
It was in the dog family.
No, it was in the cat.
It was in the
family.
cat
It wasn't in
family.
the dog. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I see what you mean. And so not coyote then.
No, I don't know what it was.
Leopard?
No. I don't remember what it was called.
Okay, it was one of those. Anyways, it's baby. Let's move on. We'll see where it takes you. Sometimes you get a long time to a story. The baby. Well, the baby cat animal. Would you call him? A pup? It's not a pup.
It wasn't really a kitten either.
No, I don't know. A little
It's a
small,
small cat.
a little small leopard. We'll just say it was a leopard baby. Actually went to a human's a house and was like at their door, just like crying and crying and crying and crying. And the human and led him back to where his mama was stuck in the trap. And at first, it was not having it. It was like hissing and stuff because it was scared the mama. But then they helped release it, and then off they went about their way. Anyways, I know it took me a long time to get to the end of that
A
story.
husky in Florida. Sorry about it. That's what SN said.
A husky. Oh, I know the hot weather. Same with
But
deer.
yeah, there were ducklings snuggling in the camera. Mama duck would watch.
Oh, that's cute.
Didn't you say Dad got chased by a goose?
Oh yeah, he did one time.
I thought
Goose?
about that yesterday.
Geese can be evil little things. We had some there was a park that I used to take her to when she was young, and I used to walk around it and had a lot of geese. And you had to like time going around those geese just perfectly, and like they would come
They
for
were
you,
scary for no reason.
and they would like a few times they would like grab onto my pants, my walking pants.
One onto a girl's shirt, a little girl's shirt.
Oh my god, they're little demons
It
sometimes.
wasn't funny, but it was kind of funny.
God, Lord.
It was just sitting there.
Like, what am I gonna do? Like, I don't know. They're
And like, yeah,
so
his
crazy.
grandson went back and chased my goose.
Oh yeah, he got chased. It was funny. I was just laughing my butt off. Her dad was getting chased many like 20-some years ago, and he was getting chased, and he just didn't know what to do. And I just thought it was the funniest thing in the world to watch.
There was so crazy about the baby. There was a 125-pound tortoise.
Oh my god.
Hurricane and then passing the whales. They're okay now. That's good. They're fine.
Oh, I might have seen that turtle. Was he at the at
I
the
don't know.
shelter? Remember we saw it was rescued.
125 pound tortoise.
That's huge. That's great. It's okay
I
though.
think I've seen that. Another one is a mama moose getting someone to help her cat do moose. And they're big animals.
Like any animal could hurt you, but they could just come at you.
Oh, dang. Let me see.
A moose.
Because you were like they're bigger. And
But the thing is, if they're going to you for help, they're normally not going to hurt you because they want you to help their baby, you know?
The male moose, also known as the bull, boasts an average height of 6.5 to 7 feet at the shoulder and can weigh 1,600 pounds.
Dang. No, but I'm assuming if it's wanting you to come help,
Yeah,
but it's not going to go
It's not
on.
pretty-
And what I
pretty
think
big,
of, I know it wasn't a moose and it was a deer. What was that movie when he was like, "Oh, you're so cute," and the deer like gets up and it like, do you remember?
Kind of.
And it like comes and punches him or whatever.
I don't remember.
It's not Kangaroo Jack. That was the kangaroo. It was the one with Ice Cube.
Are we there yet?
I think
No.
so.
Was it that
Was
one?
it
I don't
that
know.
one? And it like kind of like was trying to like beat him up or whatever.
I don't remember. I know what you're talking about. My
Yeah.
memory is not serving me well right now.
It's so good to hear that they're well. Yes. That's crazy. Tortoises are tip 2. Where would you keep a tortoise? Like, would you keep it in, like, what do you keep a tortoise? I wonder. Like, do you have a special? I wouldn't even know what to do with the tortoise. Where do you put them? Do you have to have, I don't even. The moose was acting so strange that they could tell it was pleading for something. Yeah. And I love when like little helpless and like animals get rescued for something. Oh, it was so sad. That is my chair if you hear it squeaking. Where somebody had dumped newborn
That
kittens
was disturbing. to
in the
watch.
sewage, and they showed the video, and I think only like one of them survived. I'm like, oh my god, first of all, why do you have to put those sad ones on something like
On my
that?
screen.
Seriously, a pet anteater? No. Well,
Caitlin is using They're good. She was vlogging how Tiptoe and her family are doing how the community is helping each other and how the kids love Tiptoe.
That's awesome. That's so cool. No, what happened in California? That's
It was crazy.
man. I hope this says a lot. I'm so glad they rescued a lot of those animals, and a lot of them from the local shelters were sending the other animals to other places so that they could just house the ones that potentially belong to people that just lost their homes or whatever. Because imagine they have to be so terrified not knowing what was going on. I can't even what are those things that I would never have, and they're like kind of like move around like. I always talk about them.
What kind of family do you think they're in?
They're furry little things.
They're long, right?
You know what people
ferret?
have? A ferret, freaking
They're
ferret.
not ugly.
No, we ain't having no ferret.
They're cute.
What
When I
family's
have one,
What's
I know,
a ferret?
but they're
What's a
cute.
ferret? What family's a ferret in? What's a ferret in?
A pet otter. They're so cute.
What?
Someone has a pet otter. They're so cute.
Oh, I love otters.
They're so cute. They float on their back and they hold hands, so they don't float away.
Oh,
That's so cute.
Well, where would you keep a pet otter?
I don't know.
You can't keep them in your bathtub. Swimming pool?
They did. Well, not with.
I don't know.
I don't know. I don't have a pet otter, so I can't
No.
tell you.
But ferret, never would I have. You think they're cute, but
They're cute. They're not the worst looking animal.
no, I mean they wouldn't be on my bottom of my list.
They're just funny.
But I don't know. Special home for Tiptoe, but it was burned. Oh,
Good for them. That was not sarcasm.
that's good that they may have a special home. I was just curious. Like I kind of figured it would have to have a special
Mhm.
place,
Like a little
right?
Closure.
Yeah,
You have to get a special. Yeah, I figured.
water area. Yeah, almost have to have a lot of land, right?
They're
To
cute.
be able to
They have
have-
such small little hands.
Oh, otters are adorable. I think I'd rather have an otter than a
Ferret.
Yeah.
It's so nice to hear when people actually taking care of their
A
animals.
bear cat. No. Google. Is it? Are you being silly, or is there really bear cats?
A binturong? Is it this? What's this?
Oh, when the gnarlies. Oh my. Oh no. No.
Yeah.
Why you want one of them as a pet, Red Edge? You want a bear cat? I'll just keep my cat. That was a gnarly. So
They're from Indonesia. Well, I think
So-
they're from-
a cat and a bear had to mate. Well, I mean, it could.
he said no.
No, but I mean, it could have been like a
That's what they
leopard or something
Yeah.
like that. But that's interesting. No, no, I right away. No, I would rather have an elephant live in my
I
house.
wouldn't even want a snake in my house.
Nope. Oh, never would I. Never, 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 ever. Nothing in that family.
They seem like dogs.
A wombats?
Oh man,
Let me see wombat again.
this is a wombat. They're cute.
Oh, okay.
It's not a bat.
I thought it was some sort of
It's
bat-like
a
thing.
fur.
Oh, that's
It's like a furry, almost like a little dog. Yeah.
it's like almost like a
We just clicked. That's how he says it.
well they're bigger, but like groundhog.
I think this is cuter.
Well, yeah, 100% cuter. I still wouldn't have one. They seem
Yeah.
like dogs. It's interesting. There's so many species of animals out there, right? That I don't. Yeah, it's just. Yeah, no. I don't even see how people have I mean, some people keep big old snakes.
No.
In
they
aquariums.
don't.
My fear when that mother trucker would get out
You want a prairie dog?
and kill me in my sleep. No, because those make holes in the ground, and they're groundhog. They're basically like a groundhog, maybe smaller. I
North
sure don't.
American genius of squirrels.
I sure don't want one of them.
You want one?
No. Like rats.
Ground rats.
Yeah, we used to drown them.
I said ground rats.
No, it's because
Not drown rats.
no, because they can really wreak havoc on crops
Mhm.
if you're a farmer. And so there used to be things that would go on when we were children. We will discuss right now on
Okay,
this
well,
channel.
sounds-
I mean, we wouldn't physically like beat them over the head or anything. No, but
I'm just thinking I would post.
imposing pets. Many can't live well outside of their environment. Yeah, I would assume not, right?
Lemurs? You want a lemur?
Aren't
Like the
those
one
the,
from Madagascar?
the annoying little bastards on Madagascar?
Yeah.
We're just gonna reference any animal we've seen off a movie. Be like,
Yeah.
I'd rather have Gloria, the hippo, as my pet than a lemur. Since you guys are cat lovers, I also switched to a channel called Pigly Vlogs, which chronicles her life with her two adorable cats, Mouse and her little brother Remy.
That's a cute name.
That
That's
is
a
cute,
name.
Mouse and Remy. Yeah, I mean, we have cats only. Yeah, I mean, we just have cats, but I love dogs. I mean, I love a lot of animals.
I just prefer the one I prefer to keep.
Yeah, I mean, I love dogs. I do.
Mhm.
I mean, my brother has, I don't know what kind of breed they are. Well, no, there's just one, but both brothers have dogs. I wasn't raised, we weren't even raised with pets until my mom got sick, and then my aunt bought her a cat.
Which
And
one was it?
Peaches.
Oh, yeah.
It was orange, beautiful orange cat, and but I loved my brother more than me. I don't know why.
I live in England. I haven't heard her in a while. Mouse is 15-year-old and very spry.
Well, that's good. I'm looking at a chameleon in the local PetSmart store recently. They're neat. They're neat. I mean, no, I don't want
I'm
to.
not really a reptile person. I think that's what
No.
you would put them as.
I don't want a hamster.
Dude, those things die very easily. Hamsters,
Oh yeah, they get scared and like.
over everything. You sneeze too loud. Gone.
And fish. We had a fish once.
You left the lid open. You told me it was fine, and the fish jumped out and died.
Well, sometimes you can have the lid open, but I had a little bit too much water, and we were like, "Where is this fish?" For the love of God, we couldn't find the fish.
And it was dead.
And then when we moved, we're like, "Oh, there he is."
I'm like, my fish.
She was like pretty small, like second grade or something.
Like, oh, my fish.
Oops. Oopsie daisies. Yeah. But in general, I love animals. I mean, just not really reptiles. I'm not really into the reptile. Well, what do you call it? What family is the hamsters in?
Oh, wow.
Google that. What family are the hamsters in them sorts of things? I would be too nervous to lose a hamster or a gerbil.
They're so small.
Unless it was the one from Bedtime Stories. Remember that cute little guy with the big eyes? Was that what it's called? Bedtime Stories?
Yeah.
With Adam Sandler? Remember
The
that guy?
bowling ball eyes.
Yeah.
It says they're rodents belonging to the subfamily.
Nope.
Never.
Never. Yep. Never.
I mean, they're cute, but I wouldn't know because they die so easily.
And then if you like lose one, yeah, he'd be. I mean, I don't know. I'd be nervous to lose a snake. I'd be afraid to lose. But again, don't shop, adopt. There's so many cats and dogs, and we love dogs. Don't get us wrong. We just have
The one I
cats.
would prefer to have.
Yeah, it's because they're low maintenance, and also when I did customer service from home, they don't bark. Well, obviously they don't bark. Cats, newsflash, you don't bark.
You don't bark.
And they're not as quite as noisy as a dog, so it's just like easier.
Unless they decide to be a butthead when we start recording. That's when they decide to be noisy.
Oh yeah, when you were out there, they were wanting attention so bad.
I was like,
yeah, adopting. There's so many that need homes. There's just so many. Wow, Licking's frog. Are you crazy? Let's get nah.
I feel so
I'm
bad
teasing.
for the older animals that are just stuck in there because nobody wants an old one. I'm like, it's the same breed of animal.
I
you
know.
want. Like,
Oh, I was also watching this video of the sad little cat that was in there because he was like 12 years old. He had just gotten adopted or like before Christmas and just into a really good home. And just recently the owner of him died and he had to go back to the shelter.
Oh,
and he hadn't even been
baby.
out of the shelter for 6 months. And he had to go back to the shelter. He was the cutest little thing. Man, if I could have a cat, or probably start with the cat rescue, I would. It's just because I know how to take more care of cats, I guess. But I really would. I would rescue all those cats. Cats just they love us. Like we'd go for walks. We'd have they just come out of the woodwork for us.
mhm.
You know, it's like Snow White and her woodland creatures. You know. And even here outside, there's a white cat. I don't know where he comes from, but he lurks
He
sometimes.
just lurks over here.
He lurks. I lost my pets in the fires. I do too. That's sad. Like
Mhm.
I just don't understand. Sorry, I just had a moment. I don't understand how you could. I mean, I guess in the moment you're rushing out so fast, but I guess one of the first things I would grab would be my pets. So I don't understand how you could leave them alone. You know? I mean, just leave them in there. I hope not either. Probably more suffocate on smoke first, right?
Yeah.
I know. I'm just thinking. Sorry.
So I was hearing the cat scratch his ear. And
No, I just got stuck on thinking about that. How sad that is. I know, but I guess I mean I would grab if they're like, oh, you need to go now. I mean, I would just throw quick clothes. I have the bin of all the important papers, and I would grab my pets.
Mhm.
Danny, you were saying some people were just even throwing them just without even a carrier,
Yeah,
just putting them in
people
their
said-
cars.
And some people say, sometimes, especially cats, right? Well,
Yeah.
specifically cats, you put them in pillowcases. You have to go.
Oh yeah,
Someone said that's what a vet said.
that makes sense. It's because that's one thing. That's one thing that I wish was different about cats. Like dogs, they'll get in a car, they're like, oh, we're happy. Cats, it's so traumatizing to put them in the car. Oh my God. You take them to the. I know, but you take them to the vet, and it's like, oh my God, it's like annoying musical meows all the
I would not
way.
trade them for the world. They are my little buddies.
They're our buddies. Count my blessings and be thankful for what I have. I agree.
Speaking of animals,
Yeah.
the dogs.
Oh yeah, the dogs in the backyard. I don't know. Silly willies, but yeah, they're our buddies. You know, it's because one's mama, and then mama had babies, and we just couldn't
And then I
part.
take
So
the ones with me.
yeah, and then when Danny, leaves the house, then she has one that's more her bestie. So.
Well, I don't know what happened. He was never partial to any of us. I don't think he liked any of us that much. And then one day he leave me alone.
He's like your buddy.
He's my buddy.
He's her buddy. You have to be extra supportive to kittens, reinforce their spirits.
They're so tiny. Think about when they're so small.
Oh my gosh, yeah. I mean, there's it's just.
Dude.
I mean, we've had them since, aside from Mama, we've had them since they're kittens, and
Mm-hmm.
The thing is, and Danny
Danny
said I wouldn't let him I wouldn't let her hold them a lot when they were kittens. And now they don't really like to be held a ton. That's the only thing.
I'm like, bro. I'm like, yeah, I'm not gonna hurt them. I'm just gonna pick them up. This.
I know, but
I'm
yeah.
Like, pick 'em up.
I know. I don't know why I didn't.
Do you remember when she said drag him back under the couch?
Oh yeah, when she had him, because she had him outside. She wasn't fully ours, but they weren't really being. The mom wasn't being taken care of. Her name's Kati. She wasn't being taken care of, and then she had him, and she just drug him. And I opened the doorway, and she was like, she lifted him, and she put him under the couch, and that's where she took care of him for a while. Robert De Niro is a cat lover and Meet the Parents. Oh my God.
The Siamese.
Oh, we ain't that crazy. We ain't gonna teach him to use the potty. I kind of wish, because sometimes their litter box is annoying. But holy moly, what is his name? Spinks? No.
Don't remember the guy's name.
Oh, I
It's
forgot
been a
his
while.
name. It's been a long time. That's a good movie, though. That is a good, very good movie. A very, very good movie. Oh my gosh, very good movie. You guys, we are going on almost 3 hours, and we have talked about so much. We even decided we're going to start watching Night Court too. I think we're
What's he doing?
just sitting there.
Oh, I was like,
It's probably cold. It's a little chilly in here. I hope we didn't get in over our head by adding Night Court on there.
No, I think we're fine.
Yeah, I think so too. They're independent in nature, much though they know you as family and share many. Oh yeah. And it's so funny when you have like cats or dogs for so long. They like, I was watching another video. Remember I showed you this one where the human would do something like the human had a cast on his foot and was using crutches, and all of a sudden the dog was like limping on one foot.
Wasn't it the cat was following him?
Was it the cat?
And then the one guy, was it what happened? Something with his eye, and he had an eye patch or something, and the cat would like close his eye.
Oh yeah. And they kind of sometimes will end up taking on like what you do. There was a couple of other things I can't remember.
The one was when the kids were swinging their legs off the railing, and the cat was like moving its front legs.
Oh yeah, they were like sitting like upstairs and swinging their legs through, and so the cat was swinging its legs through. Oh my God, Meet the Fockers. We've seen it, but you can add it as a rewatch, Danny.
I don't remember most of it.
Oh, you don't? Oh yeah, that's right. She hasn't seen them.
I've seen it. Dude, has it been a while? Yes.
It's been a while, right?
Yes, very much so.
We've seen them. So we'll add that as a watch or a rewatch. So, but yeah, we're gonna wrap soon. My throat's getting dry.
My shoulders kind of start now.
So we've got coming up for you guys. Well, we're gonna record after we're done here and after we eat something. We're going to record Some Like It Hot.
Mhm.
So that'll most likely be next, and then we're gonna work on episode 3 of Quantum Leap. Well, not tonight, but it'll be coming up in the next. Well, who knows how long that'll take to edit. And then Summer School, we will do Night Court. Probably the first, I don't know, one episode, probably one or two. Do you guys want us to put one episode out at a time, Night Court, or 2?
There's a cat playing piano with her person mom. Oh, it's so cute.
Oh, what? Oh, that's cute. It's awesome. Barbara Streisand is in the. Oh yeah,
And also
she's
Dustin Hoffman.
Barbara Streisand, Dustin Hoffman, Blythe Danner, and then, yeah, Robert De Niro. And then let's see. I forgot that To Catch a Thief is the next exclusive that'll be on Patreon only. And then you guys will see Good Will Hunting is our next watch along. That remember, we will post the watch alongs, you know, if we put something on Rumble before it comes to YouTube, whatever, anything that'll go on community. So please be sure and keep your eye on community or hit the notification bell.
Oh, don't run him over. He's like right behind
I
me.
won't. I think your sisters. Thank you, Red Edge.
Red
Thank you
Edge.
so much. Thank you. We
Thank you.
appreciate you guys so very much for just continuing to support us, support our channel. We are trying to get things out in kind of a consistent fashion for you guys. So, what are you doing over there?
Let's closing stuff out.
Oh my gosh. Are you supposed to be like looking at your friends
I was
here?
listening to you. I was also closing stuff out.
Oh, okay. And yeah, we're just gonna continue to do, bring some good stuff your way. It was, thank you, Ryan. We look forward to these every single week, y'all. It just doesn't go random ways. Like we did not expect to have the conversation we did.
No.
We really did not. It just was awesome. So no, thank you, Ryan and Red Edge and SN and Dino and everybody else that has joined us in our live streams. Every Saturday, it's going to be the same time, 6 p.m. And if something comes up, God forbid, and we can't, we'll let you know on the community tab. But for now, it's going to be every Saturday at 6 p.m. And down the road a ways, we'll do like a trivia. we'll do a trivia type night, and we'll be giving away like some gift cards. If we do unboxings, if we get things, we'll do unboxings eventually, and all that good stuff. Just I don't know, we'll just keep it coming. So. Oh, you did, Brian. Thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you guys
thank you. That's
so
nice.
much. Please spread the word because it's hard sometimes for small channels to get going. And
Also, keep in mind the first few years were ass. Okay.
yes, please remind them to avoid it.
Disregard the first few years.
That we definitely got better, and we've gotten better. Have a good night, SN.
Have a
Thank
good
you. What was I gonna say? And yeah, we're just gonna always be genuine. We're the real deal. Like, yeah, we're the real deal, y'all. So thank you so much. You guys are so kind, and we just appreciate all your continued kindness and support. So, and we wish you much blessings. You guys have a fantastic rest of your weekend, and we'll see you at the next reaction, y'all.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. Oh, we never put the picture up for him.
I'll put it in community. That's
Okay.
fine.
I cannot end the stream. I'm
Goodbye.
stuck.
We're stuck.
We're
You all
stuck.
learn the process and making ready to break up and more. You learn before you hop in the hole. Will help you. Yeah, exactly. Thank
Yes.
you. Best guys. Thank you, SN.
Oh, we're going. I'm trying to end
Goodbye.
y'all. I can't get out of here.